Hey, welcome. Meow. Everything sound okay? Can you hear me? Can you see me? Am I alive? Can you hear me okay? I had some audio issues last time, so I just want to make sure everything's working. Oh, nice. Okay. Thank you. Sorry, I guess I just had some issues last time. I want to make sure I got that fixed. These are like literally the first solved of the day. Hopefully they're not too bad. Oops. So what's up, everyone? How are you doing on this Sunday? I tried to make the stream not too early so everyone could sleep in if they wanted, including me. Right here. Okay, I'm just gonna go for it. Come on. Lockups like crazy. Out there, fun. Okay. Yeah, definitely gonna get parody. Let's see. Yep. Yeah. What I think this would have been a J firm where we got parody again. Yeah, it was the reverse A perm. I know. That's literally like usually I honestly would just go to my 5x5, but I like warming up on the 4x4. It's a little bit quicker, more forgiving. Um, what 4x4 are you using right now? And yeah, especially when you're getting started, the parodies can take so long. It's like the difference between. Oh man, welcome. 5 in the morning. Holy moly. Super stoked that you're stopping in and saying hi. Hope you have a great day. Hope you have a good day at school. What grade are you in? Yeah, oh, what's up, buddy? Yeah, I know you. 11th. Oh man, brutal. I remember high school very well. You like it? I later on in life, I learned that I wish I would have appreciated high school a lot more. That's the only reason I ask. It's like one of those things in the time. Brother just got a son too. Oh, nice. Welcome, Ruben. I, I love that they do that little heart thing, but it always covers up the end of one of the bottom message, and I hate that. I want to be able to see everything you guys are saying. Thanks, man. Hey, good luck in school today. I need to be excel at whatever we do. Ooh, hair, and all that. I'm like, so I will say, come on. I did a little, not warm up today, but I've just been practicing a little bit. Just trying to get my moves a little more sharp and methodical and just precise. Not as many pauses. That's like what I'm working on right now is not seeing and not just doing and not like seeing it immediately and not just sitting around um, and not just staring at the cube while I waste my time. And waste my time on my solve, getting good times, and I'm just sitting here. Right there, I should not be freezing. I should be just. Oh, I was lucky I got a free edge pair, but there's a pair I need to fix that. Mm, I swear I scrambled this really well too. Sorry if I'm not talking for a minute. Just trying to focus here. Man, I got that all botched up, man. There we go. All right. Is that parity? You know, sometimes I feel like it's smart to fix parity and then mid solve, and sometimes I feel like it's almost smart to wait till the end. But if you have two edge parities at the end, you can fix it with one slice flip slice. Where if you do a slice flip slice to fix every single one, then you're essentially definitely doing more moves. That's all. So like right here, we have double edge parity. Instead of doing, one of these for each, now I've fixed it in just those few quick moves. Um, like I said, it's just something I've observed. I'm trying to get myself faster at this event, so. What about you, Perm? Woo! Okay. No. Sorry, let me read all this. As one bias is a sub to for short. Yeah, that's because even me, like I just block building, which is essential for your centers, is huge. Like you just need to really get. What's up, man? Welcome. Oh, and hello to Legendary Speedcuber. Sorry, I didn't see you join when I was in the middle of that solve. Sorry, my hands have like so much lube on them. I was not only lubing the giveaway cube, but I was cleaning out the YS3M. I wanted to actually talk about that a little bit. Did a review on all the standard cubes. Nice. Thank you, sir. But yeah, this is the giveaway cube, and man, I've been cubing on it just a little bit, and I almost don't want to give it away. It feels so good. Um, and I have the RS3M V5 all core UV right here. I've been like comparing them side by side, and the gel coat is actually a little bit glossier, um, and I think that might have something to do with why it's also a little bit grippier. So I haven't picked yet. I usually pick in the evening. I'll pick in the evening tonight. I was actually just watching a bunch of was it E-cubing? He sent me a bunch of videos, and I was watching all his this morning. Um, but yeah, I'll pick like pretty much after the stream. I will go through the comments. I usually go through the comments and just kind of pick someone out that really seems to stand out. Also, I just like I said, I notice the people that come in and are around a lot, and I like to reward the people that are real consistent. And it means a lot to me that you guys are always around and stuff. It's like getting to come and hang out with my buddies. Yeah, no problem. Like I said, if you're in the US, I would get the bigger bottle for that UV polish or the UV gel coat. But like a lot of people that asked, they were out of the US, so I had to send them the Amazon link. But Amazon seems to only have that mini bottle, and I don't know why. It's fine. It's the same thing. It's just you can do so many more cubes for this almost the same amount of money. Um, yeah, I can do 3x3 if you're talking to me. I don't know. Sometimes I don't even know who we're talking to anymore. So, come on, go. WRMV9 Special Edition. It's been my favorite lately. Um, oh man. Yeah. Yeah, I think it comes out to like 15 or something like that with shipping, but again, it's really not bad overall. And like I've used that same bottle for all of like three now giveaway cubes, and it's still got plenty in it. So just gives you an idea. Hold on one second. I just left my phone on the charger. Yeah. I don't know why, because I can just pull it up on my computer, but I like to just have the CS timer right in front of me right here. Just makes it simple. Oh. So, again, I have also the same case. Ah, I did the wrong. Must have did the wrong G perm. Ended up with a U perm. Yeah, oh yeah, you can still be picked. I haven't decided on the giveaway. Um, don't worry, man. That's awesome that you're joined while you're edging your lawn anyways, so no worries. Recently, this is- yeah, I swear to God, oh, thank you. Mm. I mean, as much as it's probably smoother when I do the U flick, but I love the style of like the back finger flick on the. You can definitely tell which ones the ones I do all the time. Even like, oops, even oh, I messed it up. Like H perm, I just love to sit and just oh, of course, of course, of course, of course. You know, yeah, I just. And the cool thing about like the backflip one too is if you start with the U prime, you got to end with the U prime. Like you can't do your dun 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 dun, and then do a U. If you do a U, it'll set up the wrong colors, and you'll have your man. If you learn all of ZBL, that right on. But it's so true. I get when it freaks me out when I get the same case like over and over work. It would think that it would help me out because I'd be quick and I'd recognize it, but I'm so like flabbergasted and so shocked that that's what happened that I'm like, is this for real? And then I totally pause. I know exactly what you're talking about. Um, ooh, what that was you that said something about your comp, wasn't it, in the comments? There was someone that said they had a comp coming up. Oh, nice. Yeah, man. Exactly. It's so weird. Yeah. And I literally I said this I don't in one of my videos, I forget what it was, but I just had like the same exact I got a P well, one I got a PLL skip like 3 or 4 times in like 12 hours. I was just like, what are the chances of this? Like I just was like, what am I doing? And what how can I keep doing it? Like it was so cool. And I just but I had no idea why it was happening. And then um yeah, and then I got like a bunch of the same PLLs in a row, and I know that, my solving style can somewhat influence, my end result or whatever, but it's just I don't know, that seemed a little bit high or low chances, low probability. I mean even too when I get like a really fast time, if I like sometimes I'm so like shocked when I look down at the timer that I'm like, oh my God, hit the timer, you silly idiot. Like, oh my gosh. Like you're wasting time sitting here and looking at the timer. Yeah, I would like to be able to just like I mean it'd be so nice to be able to, orient your top layer and your edges, corner, everything all at the same time. It would just be yeah, exactly. Like you never get them. And then I like yeah. 2 by 2 I get a lot more and I understand why there's less pieces, more chance for that to happen, but like in 3 by 3 it's not that common. I mean, and again I was like purposely scrambling them more and more and more because I was like, okay, well maybe I'm not scrambling it enough or something, and I just kept scrambling more and more and then um and yeah, and then that didn't go either. Just kept happening. I mean, it didn't. I mean, I didn't need help. It was a good thing, but I just think it's funny. Yeah, that's a botch. And for some reason, I keep getting that JA perm. I hate it because for me, I do it left-handed, and I'm trying to get faster and trying to get more ambidextrous with it, like, and I just got to keep practicing. But it's so awkward right now. Yeah, I'll do a 2 by 2 just for fun here. So here, I'm gonna do one on the Chi M Pro ball core. I brought two of them in here just because this is a great cube. I gave this a kind of a harsh review, and I felt kind of bad because the more I've cubed on it, I'm like, this is actually a solid 2 by 2. Yeah, no, that's the way. Like that's the way it is on most websites. I literally just started like I was like, well, I can just do this in reverse, but I was just teaching myself, after trying to memorize that last night because it's good to know all versions, honestly. Um, so especially since I know I'm kind of slow with my left hand. If I work at that one, then I'm sure I can get much faster at it than I would with just trying to. I mean, again, I want to do both because I want to build my left hand anyways. Um, J is set up to a Y perm. Interesting. Um, People really like Y perms, huh? I noticed even on 2 by 2, I noticed that, like this kid I was watching, he was doing a bunch of Y perms, and I was like, I didn't understand really why. Get it? Why? But uh, you know, especially if you're trying to just swap two, corner pieces at the end of a solve or something. I mean, my go-to is it's funny because someone saw me do it. I did a J or a T perm, sorry, Because that's, to me that makes the most sense just because that's these two, and then the two edges that aren't there would be right there. But it just made a lot of sense for me. And I didn't really put a lot of thought after that. And someone was like, why didn't you do a J perm? And I was like, well, they all do the same thing. It's whatever you're most comfortable with, like whatever how you can do the fastest. And T is just one that I've always been quick at. And so, yeah, and it really is like a J perm. It just has those three setup moves to the back of the alg. That's all it is that R, U, R prime, F prime, whatever. That's just moved to the end uh, of the alg and the T perm. Okay, maybe I'll solve for I don't I hardly ever solve for yellow, but let's do it. Let's just go for it. That's the better side. Let's be better. Hmm. It was a 9. Not great. And not the worst ever either. Hey, have a great meal. Thank you for joining. We'll be here. Today will probably only be a couple hours at the most. We went like 6 hours the other night, and I didn't quite mean to, but it was fun, so I didn't mind. But yeah. So probably end around like 5 today. But if you're around, welcome back. If not, you have a great day, man. Yeah, this cube's very smooth. Like able to do. It's like I want to say it feels just ever so smaller. I know there's some people that said the GAN. Oh yeah, it does look. I mean, I don't know. They're very close because it could just be like the UV coating, but they're very close in size. Um, no, it's a little smaller. It's so hard to say. Really need that level surface, but I'm gonna try and keep them as level as possible. But they're pretty dang close. You can see that the matte plastic, this one, it just looks ever so slightly smaller. But again, that could just be the UV coating of the GAN cube. This is the 251 lead. Did everyone see that Zane broke the world record on 2 by 2? It's a 14 on 3 by 3, I'm guessing. Or are you asking 2 by 2? 2 by 2, I got a .9 one time, but that was a huge skip. I average more around like if I'm warmed up more on the 4 to 5 seconds, but I can get like again if I get a good like just a little bit of luck in there, I can average like threes or something. But that's on a really good day. I mean, I'm more. I can't see it on. Oh no, it wasn't in competition. No, yeah, no, it was not in a comp. My next comp comes in May, so you'll see my results posted from that. Yeah, super happy for Zane. That was awesome. Oh, I forgot that. That fact. What is the for when you have that dual headlights? It's dun. Oh, I can't remember it. You guys remember it? When you have headlights front and back on 2 by 2? Ooh, that was nice. But here I can't think of it off the top of my head. I have not been solving 2 by 2. Yes. Three blind. That's nice. But a lot of people are in blind right now, I've noticed. That's really cool. It's really sad lately, like to find even just find J-perm algs, you have to like oh come on. Okay, yeah. It's R2 U2 R U2 R2. Okay. I had it close. No, that still wasn't it. Ooh, that was slick though. So R2 U2 R2. Um No, that was assumed when I was asking, but what I was asking about was the double headlight case. But you were no, yes, that was assumed that you were looking at. Yes, yeah, that was the one that just like solved. When I did it really quick, it went back to solve. Um, uh, nice. So with three blind, is it just getting a success is like I mean, obviously is the first step, but like that's a big deal, right? I mean, like because I know even good solvers still like, get DNFs all the time. Just for record, anyone that's curious, the dual headlight case is R2, U2, R, U2, R2. And that puts your headlights like that. So R2, U2, R, U2, R2. And then double flick to finish. But so let's see. And then double flick to finish. But so let's see. Okay, so I just kind of wanted to start off with a few fun solves and stuff, but I was intending to go through some like I'm gonna go through my POL list, few OLLs, and just get a little like my kind of warm up training started. Um, again, so this is the giveaway cube too. Just okay, so I just kind of wanted
Anyone
to start
that's
off with a few fun solves and stuff,
curioso
but I was intending to go through some like I'm gonna go through my
came out
POL list,
amazing.
few
I've
OLLs,
honestly
and
this is
just
the
get a
cute
little
like
like
the
my
cube I've
kind of warm
cubed
up
on the
training
most. Like
started.
most of the
Um,
giveaway cubes I make
again,
them
so
and
this
then
is
let
this is
them.
the giveaway
I don't
cube
really
too.
want to
Just
leave them sit. But this one I honestly haven't been able to put it down,
okay,
which it
so
reminds me of when I first got
anyone
my
that's
first RX3M V5.
curioso, I was intending to
I
go
just
through some like
I
I'm gonna
don't think I put it down for like two
came
days
out
straight. Like I
amazing.
just had it everywhere in my hand everywhere I went.
Honestly,
I went to like
this is the cute, like the
you
most of the
know,
cube I
out
kind of
with
warmed up on
family
the
and stuff,
most.
and I
Like
just have
most
this
of the
in my
giveaway
pocket,
cubes,
and
I
every
make
time we'd
them, and
stop, and
this is
I'd
the
be
giveaway
cubing
cube
or
too.
whatever.
Just
It was
this one I
ridiculous, but
honestly haven't been able
I
to
just
put it
loved it,
down, which it
and
reminds
this
me of when I
really
first
reminds me of
got
that. Like
my first RX3M
it's gotten a
V5.
really clean
Um,
feel, like
I just
with just a little bit of lube I've
don't think I
added.
put it down for
It's
like two
just
days
so
straight.
nice and
Like I just had
smooth.
it everywhere in my hand everywhere I went. I went to like This is the cute, like the most of the cube I
out
kind of
with
warmed up
family
on
and
the
stuff,
most.
and I
Like
just have
I
this
just
in
had
my
it
pocket, and
like
like every
I
time
make
we'd
them, and
stop, and I'd be
this is the
cubing or
giveaway cube.
whatever.
I don't want to leave them
It
sit,
was
but this one I
ridiculous, but
honestly haven't been able
I
to
just
put it
loved it.
down, which it
And
reminds me of
besides
when I
this,
first got my first
are you
RX3M
guys just
V5.
cubing today?
Um, I just
With just a little bit of lube I've
don't think
added.
I put it down for
Oh,
two days straight.
man,
Like
that
I
was
just had it
actually really cool because
everywhere I
the other
went. I went
day
to like
I did something wrong and I was like, did I even catch that? I don't know what I did
so what
wrong.
are you
I
guys
just
up to
finally
today?
saw it.
We'd stop and I'd
I
be
know
cubing or
like
whatever.
the actual
It was
rotation that I
ridiculous,
did,
but I just loved it.
which is awesome because then I can learn
It
from it.
really reminds me of that. Like I've gotten
Are you guys just
gotten a
cubing
really
today?
clean feel, like with a little with just
Oh,
Okay.
man, that was actually
So
really
I'm just gonna
cool.
go
But
through
the other
my
day, I did
PLLs.
something
So
wrong,
we're
and I
gonna
was
start
like,
with
did I even catch
APERM.
that? I don't know what I did wrong. I just finally saw it. I know there were like the actual rotation that I
APERM.
did,
Then we have A,
which
B,
is
C,
awesome. So
D,
then I can learn from
E
this.
to
Are you guys cubing today?
E.
Oh,
Okay.
man, that was
F.
actually
So
really
I'm just
cool.
gonna go
But the
through
other
my
day, I did
PLLs.
something
So
wrong,
we're
and I
gonna
was
start
like,
with
did I even catch
APERM.
that? I don't know what I did wrong. I just finally saw it.
Oh, I was doing that the other day. This is so weird. Let me.
APERM.
Hello?
We have A, B, C,
When I
D,
turned the
E
volume
to
down, it seemed to help. Is that any better?
E,
Oh, I know what it is. I'm sorry. I know what it is. It's because
F.
is that, okay. Is that better? It's because I had I'm streaming it through OBS, but I have it's not better? Here, let me just close this other one. Is that better? Okay, yeah. It's because I had it open through YouTube as well. You can't see, like, there's a few um headlines to the left and do the head for. Oh, it's okay, man. I appreciate it. Let's see. Okay, so first I'm gonna set it up. Oops. I already forgot it. Good thing have such an ace memory. Okay. Oh. Does it set up the case or does it just solve it? Yeah, pay attention to what I'm doing. I start talking. Alright. Maybe I did not. Was it just this morning or was it? Well, it does it. Okay. So I just did it wrong. Was it on the UV coding video? Because that one says it has no comments. Or was it on one of the giveaway ones? Let's try this again. So let's see. R prime, U prime, R, U prime, R prime, U, R prime, U prime, R prime, U2. Yeah, I did the same thing. What am I doing? Let's see. So I got the one that says stream tonight. Oh, there we go. Yeah. UV coding, square one. Um, done. So he said UV coding and MGC square one. This is reading the list of ideas right here. Dyeing a stickerless puzzle like an RS3M possibly black and then stickering it. A DIY ball core using clay or putty and forming it around the core. Interesting. Dyeing interlins of uh, of a primary internals cube to get custom color internals. Yeah, that one I'm really that one I'm very much. I think I want to do like kind of like I kind of want to do black, but I don't know if that's if something else would look cooler. But um, and weight modding and RS3M milling edge piece contact surface to lower weight and restrictions. That'd be interesting too. And I have an RS3M 2020, the UV coated version is coming. I had to order one. I'm curious. I've never gotten an RS3M 2020, and I just figured they came out with a UV coated version. Might as well give it a shot. Um, okay, thank you. I was like, I swear, I think I'm doing this right, but it makes sense. Okay. And I literally, I had to put the same algorithm in like 10 times the other night on live stream. I don't know if you remember, but it's so easy to miswrite like an algorithm out or misnotate. Okay, so let's do it. R prime U prime R U prime R prime U R prime U prime R prime U two, and we have an R prime. Oh. Something's very close though, 'cause I'm like, so, do you ever, now they have it set up, let me try it again, because if this doesn't work, I don't know. We might still be missing some notation. So, R prime, U prime, R, U prime, R prime, U, R prime, U prime, R prime, U2, and then R prime at the end. Yeah, that still didn't do it. Um, let's see how. Ooh, I love that. See, that's the kind of stuff I'm trying to get better at too. I don't know if you guys saw that, but just like instead of just straight up inserting piece by piece, like getting better at like I got this all aligned and then got it turned and then was able to just rotate it right in like that. Like it's harder to explain nowadays. But like even so after watching Zane's world record, I got kind of geeked out on two by two. Uh, that one in the middle you did as an R prime should be an R. The one between the U prime, R prime, U, that should be an R instead of an R prime. So I felt like it was off by just like a move. That totally makes sense. R prime, U prime, R, U prime, and this is an R, I'm guessing. U, R prime, U prime, R prime, U, R. Yeah. Either way, okay. Okay, so I'm gonna keep going through my PLLs for a second. So we got through E, F. So G is next. Um, So, if anyone knows any cool finger tricks for that one, I'd be so interested in learning. Like, actually, I just thought of it. I need to do this instead of because your hand is not in a position to do this last D prime that you need at the end, because you end it. All right, enjoy your meal. Thank you so much for tapping in, man. I appreciate that. All right, then G B. That I would actually really like. It's the weird like it's the like so I don't know if you guys do it the same way, but it's just done R prime U prime R U and then it's the D R2 U and then it's R prime U R U prime R U prime R2 and then a D. And I don't know for some reason I love the way that alg feels like just the way you finish it off that clean little flick at the end. Um, so you got A. See, that's the one right there. I need to do that push instead of trying to reposition my hand to do a flick. Um, okay, now let's do the two by two and keep me on my toes here. Uh, okay, so R prime, U prime, R, U prime, R prime, U, R, U prime, R prime, U two. Oh, it's just an R. Instead of an R prime, it's an R at the end. That worked. So, and then headlights at the left, you said. I remember that. So then we're gonna do an R prime, U prime, R, U prime, R prime, U, R, U prime, R prime, U. That actually, that's a cool owl because essentially you're moving your R and U just like this, like R prime. Because I'm gonna do like R U R U R U R U R U two. That is actually super smooth. I like that out. I'll have to do a move count. I think it's a few more moves, but it's again, it's about fluidity also. Dun 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 dun. Oh yeah, I like that. That's dope. Yeah, and the other exactly it has no. That's I noticed that. I was like, my hand just literally went duh, 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 duh. It's super smooth. That is so smooth. Good one, man. I'm gonna save it. You know, if I'm bringing out my phone and taking a picture of it, it was a good one. I need to learn. I'm this is still only some of my first live streams. I got to learn how to like re pull up these chats after the fact so I can relook. Um, at least I know what that echo was from now. I had that echo going on the whole last live stream. I didn't know what it was, and now I know. It's just because I tried to have YouTube open at the same time. You just don't need it if you're doing it through OBS. Yeah, see, like, okay, and that's such a good point, Ruben. Because I've made this is so you saw how I do the wide move A perms, and like most people are so against that. It's just ridiculous, and I don't know why. Because again, if you're more comfortable and if you're more fluent and smooth with that algorithm, even if the other one is better, like at that time, at this point in time, I do that one faster and smoother. So if I'm in a time competition, that's the one I'm using. Doesn't mean I'm not going to practice the other ones. I'll make that very clear. You know what I mean? I'll still practice just like the A perm we're just talking about. Like I do need to learn the X move because I know exactly what you move. You just rotate forward and um, I forget what it is now, of course. But um, but yeah, that's I know I want to look it up. So uh, I don't know what it's like. I used to use JPerm, their website for a lot of things. I don't know what you guys use for your guys' algs. What do you know? What website do you like? Because I found cubingcheatsheet.com and I really like that one. I mean it's I don't know if you guys have seen this, but like it breaks everything down into you have 2x2 Ortega, you have 3x3, sorry, let me get something. Okay. You have 3x3 CFOP. Yeah, see, like everyone tells again. So maybe again, try to learn the other ones, but again, use what's comfortable and what's quicker for you in the moment. Because again, if you're in a competition and you pull out a slow algorithm, that doesn't really much use for you. Oh, this is what you use? Okay, so I have to explain it nice. So, and I think we're the only ones in here at the moment. Um, I think, let me check. That was the only reason I had YouTube open, as uh, you can kind of see who the at least how many people are. Yeah, there we go. Now I don't need. So for any, it says it says there's another person. I don't know who it is, but for anyone else, if you are out there, cubing cheat sheet is awesome. And like I said, it has 2x2 Ortega method, has 3x3 CFOP, and it has 3x3 advanced too. So if you want to get really into it, like I'm sure that's your ZBLLs and whatnot. It's a CO or it's COLLs is what it is. And then if you want to do 3x3 RU, it has that. It has a whole subsection for big cubes, has like pattern recognition for all cubes. It has like I mean just really epic. So this is one where like Oh, interesting. I never even really knew the name that it was colored tape. I just learned my 'cause I just knew there was different OLLs, a few. A lot of them are the same. Same with TLLs for 2x2, but I know there's different also, and it just depends on what level of 2x2 you want to get to. If you're really serious and you're obviously going to be learning what is like EG and all that, like EG, COLL, all that. God, I love this giveaway cube. I don't want to really give it, but someone's gonna get super lucky because this is really how I witched all my very first ones. I thought they came out great, but after doing these, I just feel like these came out so nice. I mean, when you hold this in your hand, it genuinely feels like it came from the factory like this, and I'm not. Like, so that's why I don't want to keep going because it's so perfect. It's taken me a lot of trial and error and whatnot, and I did all that trial and error on my cubes, and I feel like ever since started doing giveaways, people have gotten the best versions, and that's awesome. I really hope that I can't wait to hear about them too. I hope people like message me and let me know about it. But okay, still, so going through our PLL still, where were we? We were F, G, we were halfway through G. Oh, no worries, Ruben. You have a good day, man. Thank you for chiming in. Thanks for checking in. Have a great day. Yellow. All right, so let's see. G, C perm. There we go. That sets up a GD perm if you're doing a solve cube. And GD perm starts with a radial D, uh, R2, U prime. Then it goes R, U prime, R prime U, R prime U, R2, D prime. Okay, that takes us through the G perms. Yeah. C, E, F, G, H. So I know technically on most lists H come kind of at the end because they're M moves, kind of like Z perms and whatnot. But let's do them in alphabetical order. Here we have that one, not too much problems. H, I, J. All right, so we're gonna start with J, A. Then we do it again just to solve. And then let's do J, B. And all right, A, B, C, D, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N. Yay! Everyone loves an N perm. Everybody loves an N perm. And I don't mean the haircut or the hairdo. Um, I've been cubing seriously about like the last year. I mean, about a year and a half, 2 years. I've been kind of fiddling with it, but yeah, I've gotten really serious in like the last year or so. How about you, Braden? Well, welcome to the channel and welcome to the chat, by the way, and the live stream. We were just going through all our PLLs. That was the kind of the idea for today was just at least to start with like what I do for my training sessions or warm up sessions. I'll usually go through all of my PLLs at least once or twice, and then I will go ahead and move on to OLLs and some F2Ls. Because F2Ls are actually what I'm working on right now is trying to get efficient F2Ls, mixing intuitive and some planned F2Ls, also increasing like efficiency of my X crosses and whatnot. But like really efficiency of my cross and F2L are a huge thing that's holding me back in my times. Um, but this right here too is just FYI. This was UV coated by me. This is our giveaway cube. I'm keeping on it one last time before I go ahead and ship it out, give it away to someone. It feels amazing. It's an RS Serum V5 standard, and I've magleved it and also put UV coating in it. So yeah, it feels amazing. I don't want to get rid of it to be honest. But all right, next alg. So we see H, I, J, K, L, M, N. Oh, N was N. Yeah. How could I forget? So there's, let me keep it almost a year and a half. What had to- Yeah, see, in a similar situation. I work and things, and I wish I had like the 100% of my time, like a lot of the youngsters and not the youngsters, but just people that don't have as many commitments and whatnot. I wish I had that time to really devote. That's why doing these kind of things actually it forces me to set time aside to practice and to interact with cubers. That's why this is a great thing for not just you guys, but for me as well. Uh, all right, so that was our NA perm. NB is a little, it's a little. I'm not near as fast on that one. That one's not doesn't have the smooth flow for me. It's just, I'm getting there, but it just doesn't quite have that smooth flow in my opinion. It's very different. That's why I know a lot of people don't like N perms, but at least I know them, and like the NA perm, the when where you have the two block on the left, bottom front left and the back right. That one I can do pretty quick. Um, but once again, I feel like that one just has better rotational like flow to it, where the other one, uh, I mean, because it even has like sections that are from like a J perm, it has like the turnover of the front, like there's just a lot of pieces that are reminiscent of different algs that people do like. So again, I was just talking to someone about this. I did made this mistake while I was cubing the other day, and I said, "Did anyone catch that? I wish I could know exactly what I did wrong." And someone's like, "You did a wrong move," and I know I did, but I want to know exactly like what move that was so I can try and learn. And um, I finally like saw it for the first time, and it's been awesome. 'Cause I know now what I because again, if you don't know what you're doing wrong, you can't learn from it. So that's why having video is so great. Anyways, so now we have a GC perm. So we're gonna do. Sorry, that's one of my favorites, just because of the whole at the end you do that double U and D prime, and then you do is it. It's just I don't know. I love that feeling. Um, that's a fun one to do. For G perms, as far as G perms aren't my favorite either, but they're it'll do. So that's N perms. Let's see. N O C Q R. Okay. So it's an R perm. That's an RA perm. And so then we're gonna do an RB perm. Start with an R2. And there you go. What's up, guys? Guys, guys, guys. RB perm. S perm. Is it S? Teach me the S perm. No, don't teach me. I take that back. Good joke though. Ha 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 ha. I literally at first I was like, man, is there like an S? Is there like an S perm like involves S moves? That'd be cool. All right, let's see what's next. R Q R S T. Okay, T perms. Sorry, that was way too casual. I was just like, no, it's not easy. And so again, T perms are really just a J perm with the setup moves move to the end. A lot of people know that already, but just pointing it out. Current T U, so and then other U, V. So you just V perm Y. I don't think I'll be at. So it's a really good question, just because it's a thing people talk about in the speedcubing community, and I have friends who actually are like they're faster than me. They're like 7 seconds, sub 8 at least on 3x3, and even them they will say they don't really practice 3x3 a lot because they getting from 8 seconds down to like 4 is such a massive drop. And most people don't realize like how much how much more work and everything that's going to take. Where you could be world class on like a big cube or something, which that's my buddy does big cube, and he prefers to train on that as opposed to grind on 3x3 and feel like he's never going to make it. I can understand that. That's valid. Um, but I also think it's good to keep pushing yourself, right? And that's what he should. I mean, I feel like a lot of people do that. Like they you know because it takes like I actually know a kid, and it takes a great mind, and it takes a lot of thinking, and it's amazing. Still in a very impressive event, and honestly, I feel like if you can get good at FMC, you can also train yourself. So I'm just arranging my cubes over size, kind of OCD like that. Let me see, they're all like all the same color. For example. All right, let's do it. Let's do another 2x2. I don't know why I've just been in the mood for some reason ever since Zane. What's up, Outer Space VR? Welcome. We have. So I was just talking about this earlier. Did you guys see that Zane broke the world record average? It's terrible. Ah, yes, I just saw they just came out with the new GAN maglev. It's UV coated. It's got a ball core. They pretty much did exactly what Diane did essentially. Um, but I didn't. It's so hard for me because I did not like the first GAN Megaminx. I bought the Diane as my first Megaminx. I got the Yoo-Hoo. I didn't like the Yoo-Hoo. I tried the GAN. I didn't like the GAN. The Diane set the bar high. Um, um, yeah, but sorry, I was reading the comments. But yeah, it's yeah. I don't practice as much as I should. I like to watch it and everything. It's fun, but um. It's a longer one. And again, it's when I'm in the mood for a longer puzzle, essentially. Like when I want to just sit there and solve, and I'm not like that's why I'm not really as fast at it because I don't necessarily speed solve it. I just solve it for fun. I will say, I gotta say this. I started practicing square one. Like I literally just got a square one just for fun, and I started solving last night at like 2 in the morning. I got so hooked. That is such a fun cube to turn and rotate, and like once you kind of get the idea of how it works, man, is that a fun? Meow, welcome back, dreams. I love it. That's your like intro. Oh man, that was even easier. God, I'm spacing. God, that should have been such a great solve. That was like, oh, easy OLL, easy everything. That was a perfect case of like, I saw it, I knew it, but almost didn't believe that it was that easy. So I like kept looking for almost a problem. I'm like, wait, no, there's got to be something wrong. That'd be too easy. So, hey, Brayden, I'm right there with you, bro. Like my first 18 months, because it's hard, because GAN has such a big reputation, and when you're getting into anything new, you want to get the best. And at least you want to try to get the best you can for, best you can afford. And so I went for like I right here I have the GAN 11M Pro Mini. So there's the Mini M Pro. I have the GAN 12 UI. I have the GAN 13. I mean, I went GAN crazy. I have two different GAN 251 leaps. I have the GAN 460M, which is their 4x4, which I don't like. Most people don't like. Um, it is fun to turn. It's just so I haven't picked a winner yet. I'm after this. I was thinking about it and I was like, I knew you guys were gonna ask, and I almost picked a winner just for that reason. But I wanted to give people like the full day to kind of like try and get in there and comment and everything. Sorry, I have this like kink in my back. It's killing me. But yeah, I was trying to give. Uh, I can do that. I can do that. It'd be interesting. I've never UV coded a square one, so it'd be learning together, and hopefully, I think it would feel amazing, honestly. Yeah, it's a cool puzzle in general. But yeah, like I said, I didn't want to rush to pick. I usually try to really go. I go through all the comments and I read everything. I actually do read all the comments. I don't just like you know let them fly and don't pay attention. Like I actually read all the comments. So I really appreciate it. That's why I try to really like let you guys know how much I appreciate that you even reach out and comment. And again, the people that comment frequently and regularly, like I also notice that kind of stuff too. So. So I almost you sound so much like me, Braden, and the fact like I was all about getting the most expensive and best cubes when I started, and like it was right around when the Super Waylon came out that I kind of like felt like I was getting a little bit not bamboozled. I mean that's a bad word, but like a little bit just I don't know. I don't. There's no real good word for it. I don't know how to put it, but like just getting feeling like because I had bought at this point not only all the GAN puzzles, but all the MoU puzzles. I mean, I have literally every WRMV9 standard, the YS3M standard, the RS3MV5 standard, I have the RS3MV5 dual compression, I have the two RS3MV5 ball core UVs, I have the WRMV9 ball core UV, I have the WRMV9 special edition. I mean, I have like just too many cubes. And so, like again, I got to the point where when they came out with the Super Way Long, I was like, okay, they've sold me this special edition for more money than they sold me the Volcore UV, and I'm thinking this special edition is gonna be the truth. This is gonna be like the cube of the year. This is gonna be epic. It's gonna be the one. And then they come out with the Super Way Long, and then they come out. Then like this is the stupidest marketing ploy I've ever heard of was to come out with Super Way Long and charge $100 and then come out with the WRMV 920 magnet ball core for like 47 or whatever it was. You literally just made a cube that's almost the exact same cube. I realize it doesn't have corner adjusting magnets and whatnot, but you made it so close. And so now you're essentially paying $50 for corner magnets. And I was like, I don't know. But I get it. There's also differences. Like I know there's the primary internals. Does the 20 magnet V9 have primary internals also? I think it does actually. Um, so yeah, I just felt like there wasn't that like again it was like a week after the Super Waylon came out, that 20 magnet core came out, and I was like, are you kidding me now? I'm like, if I would have bought the Super Waylon, I would be bummed because I still haven't even bought the 20 magnet ball core UV V9, but I'm planning on it. That's kind of that cube I think is going to be in contention with my PyCube shop one for my main because this PyCube shop I re-added maglev to, and I think that is actually the sweet spot because I can again this is the V9 ball core UV that has like the edge repelling magnets and all the tech, and I mean it really turns on its own. I mean you can feel it making those turns where the special edition doesn't doesn't do that. Like I have to actually push it all the way through. But it's also like so it's not the maglev isn't speeding it up to like some ridiculous speed that's uncontrollable. So how do you like the RS3M 2020? Because I just bought the RS3M 2020 the ball core or the sorry not ball core the UV version. Um Let's see here. Sorry, I'm just playing a little game with myself. I was seeing if I could put this all back together without. Um, yeah, like so again, and that's why I think the Super Waylong is probably an awesome cube. All I was saying is like after everything they did, they made it hard for me to spend that money. Like I wanted it, trust me, I wanted the cube, but they made it really hard especially when they came out with the 20 magnet V9. I was like, well, now I really am gonna have a hard time spending the money on the Super Waylong. Like, oh, the PLL skip right there. Did everyone just see that? It's on record. I got another one. It just happened. Like you watched it. Hopefully you watched it. Did anyone see that? That was like the luckiest thing. Again, that's like five now in a couple days. I just was talking about this earlier. I got four PLL skips in one night the other night, and I don't know how that was possible. And I just got another one. Yeah, it was so easy. Like especially because it was a soon. I was like, oh, this is simple, and it just popped all right into place. Oh, that was lucky. I saw someone do that actually. I know the exact video you're talking about. And that was very cool. That is a cool. I don't even know. Um, yeah, I'd have to like kind of put some thought into how you do that even because obviously I know how to like make the check. But that's not what they're talking about. It's to like actually solve it into these like, yeah, I mean, actually, you just have to know the pairs. Like I said, if you just know you need to like make these pairs, you could do it the same way. You just make different pairs. Like instead of making ones that actually match, you'd make mismatched pairs. That'd be so interesting. I'm gonna do that. Because yeah, it's just way gonna be way harder to recognize your pairs. Because instead of having matching colors, you need to know what goes with what. Like you're gonna need to know green and red goes with blue and orange edge piece. Like that's gonna have to be like a fact. And then then you know opposite. Then you know that orange and green goes with red and blue. So you know it wouldn't be too bad. That's a cool idea. So hold on, real quick, I was going through my POs and I totally. So Green, you said your first cube was the GAN 11 Pro. Um, I feel like that's a great cube. I love it. And I wanted to talk about the Mini at 1.2. Don't let me forget about that. Um, and how do you like? And what version of the RSM 2020 are you using? Just the standard? I can never. I'm not. Or is there only one version? I'm so used to Moyu having 15 versions of every cube that I'm getting confused on what they have anymore. Uh, Braden, I did not recognize that. That is so funny that they did that. That they priced it $1 above GAN, and you know they did that on purpose. Um, and see, and the GAN 14 was the other one. Like when I first started cubing, I would have been like the first in line to get that GAN 14. And then after cubing for a while, and especially falling in love with the PyCube shop, which was like the dulled down version, uh, I just was like, well, maybe more is not better in this case. Uh, again, I'm not saying any cube is better or what anyone should have bought or anything. I'm just saying like what my opinion was at the time of when it all came out because Mohi was so overwhelming with their releases, and then GAN came out with their one crazy release a year that was just even that was overwhelming. It was just one cube, just the 1,300 association options. Um, I'm glad someone saw that skip too. That was just so exciting. Um, so I mean, I want to see J solve a cube into a cube. A cube. Oh, yeah, like the pattern. That would be awesome. Yeah, give me some time, and these are the tricks that hopefully I'll be able to get down for you guys. with how much I cube and how much I've spend time doing this, I should hopefully have some cool stuff for you guys. Giveaway winners. This stream should end. God, didn't take my watch off the thing, the timer or the charger. Everything is just in disarray. So it's 4:14. I was gonna end the stream between 5 and 6 sometime, depending how many people are here and everything. And then after that, I was just gonna go through the comments. Because again, I actually do read all the comments. Um, I, I'm not gonna say it. I'm okay. But but so yeah, I'll go through all the comments. I try to be very fair when I do the giveaway, so I go through all the comments, read everything, make sure everyone gets, uh, I read everyone's, info, their comments, what they have to say and their video ideas, and really just try to. And also, I see how much, because if you comment all the time, obviously you're gonna come popping up in the comments, and I'll see that when I go down the list. So all those things factor in. There's no one thing that's a deciding factor, but it's just whoever seems like they really, maybe either not just need the cube, but like deserve it as far as, their support to the channel and just, again, I also if someone is in dire need of a cube, I'll try and help them, but I know, but I'm then I'll get everyone saying, "Hey, my cube broke or I need a cube," and then I know everyone needs a cube technically, but like. Uh, Yo yo E-cubing, welcome. I was kind of waiting for you. I checked out your videos. Uh yeah, there's some interesting stuff in there and some I gotta say, so he sent me some videos about like a bunch of stuff, but one of the ones that really stuck out to me was the Roux solves because I've studied a little bit of Roux solving in the past. I just have never tried it myself. And that is so cool, especially the ending, the way all because I love that they use like S and E slice moves and whatnot and to orient those last edges, and it's pretty awesome the way they take what looks like a total messed up, last layer or whatnot, and just do what's like almost like a commutator, move some pieces around and just out of like it was awesome. So was that the Weilong V9? Was that like the standard? Was that the Ballcore UV? Um, I'm guessing it was the standard and you replaced it with the RS3M. Yeah, it's super cool. It really is. It's so different. Like once you learn, yeah, that makes sense too. I could see that watching the reconstructions on that on the CubeDB, I could see that makes sense. So yeah, I feel that. Like, oh no. So the RS3M that you got was that the newer? Is that the V5 with the ball core UV, or did you get the older version? Don't you just? Oh. So, um, I don't know if you were here, right? When we were talking about earlier. So I do my A perms with I do my wide move T perm. Um, I think so. I think they're way easier. It's that I do hate. I like this. So I'm in the middle of learning the actual A perm alg that has like the X move in the front. Oh, is that like the original worm? Like the 2019, the Wei Long V9? 'Cause I know the worm they're all considered the Wei Long, right? But like the 2019, yeah, a lot of people do. See, but like like I was saying before, I'm really fluent with T perms. Really fluent. Like that's one of my favorites. I can do them very fast. Uh, So it was just that when I was sitting there and I was doing actually art, just like art ready out, just cycling the cube while I was watching TV, and I just had the thought of, what if I took wide moves and just tried to do my T perm with it? And it was that was the moment of discovery, and I was like, well, shoot, I love my T perms, so this might be I think the one released in the beginning of F perm. Oh my God, me too. Oh my God, I messed it up. Sorry, my dog is like, I don't know if you can hear her. She's there. You go. Let me let her outside real quick. She's like about to bite my head off. You go outside? Sorry about that. She was growling. She was not happy. Yeah. I'm not trying to keep her inside if she needs to go. So yeah, like, and that's why I don't love the regular A perm alg either. So like, if you were to ask me if it was up to the X move A perm alg, I would probably say I don't like them either. If I wasn't allowed to use my wide moves. Um, my favorite are, yeah. So T and J, one of the reasons too, I don't know if, a lot of people like these is because they're pretty much the same alg. And a J perm has the setup moves that R U R prime F prime, like that's essentially moved to the back. So if you like after that R U R prime F prime, you do a righty alg R prime F R2 U prime R prime U prime, and then you would do that exact thing, R, U, R prime, prime. So that completes your T perm. So again, we do that solves it. But again, so now if we take those first few moves, R, U, R prime, F prime, and then do our T perm, you end up with literally a J perm. So it's exactly the same with those four moves moved to the end of the out. Oh man, I'm so sorry, man. Like M slices? Is that what you mean by slices? It's just a couple moves to T perm. Yeah, yeah. E cubing just said it in a better way, I guess. Doing F perms. So yeah, that's fair. So I just it includes moves, so like it includes moves like part that are part of like the T perm and the J perm, and that's what makes it like flow for me. I don't know why that is, but like M slices are eight. So yeah, like Um, that's something you just got to practice. I don't do blindfolded at the moment. I feel like that everyone does, and everyone's been asking about that, so I might have to get into it. It seems like it would be a fun event, and I would also. I was having a discussion about this with someone. I forget who it was about how um, blindfolded. I guarantee it's got to help with my like seeing, look not just look ahead, but like planning out my solves a little better as I'm doing my inspection and whatnot. It's all right. I have another comp in April. Nice. Where? So what? You might have to. Where? What state are you from? I'm just curious because I'm in Colorado, and I think our next comp is like May. Dang. I can solve blindfold if I get through the solve first, then know my way. Oh, definitely not here. I say I'd come out and meet you at the comp or something, but nope, it's all right. Can't do that. What's up, Ruben? Welcome back. Okay, so we made it. I was trying to make it through my PLO list. I just kept getting questions and whatnot. So I think we're down to we had Y was the last one, so all we have is Z left, and that's just oh man. So So I will say, like, as the lube's getting dried up in this and it keeps getting really fast, like I'm getting some over rotations. Like I'm really trying to pay attention to how much I'm rotating the M slices because like with a with an H perm or something, all you do is you just kind of go ham because you're doing M2s. But like with an Z perm, you gotta do your single, single, double, single. Oh, God, I messed that up even. There we go. I love when you mess up and then you have to put the cube back together how it's supposed to be. Like right there, I had that over rotation in that middle layer. So, sorry, I'll let my dog right back in. Girl, that's a good dog. So this is the Worm V9 SE, but I did add maglev back into it, and it's been kind of a mission to see if this is going to be my main or not because it just keeps kind of changing feel on me. Like I know I added maglev, so that's going to happen, but even since then, like again, as the lube gets kind of like worn out and really dry, it's not so like slowed down as much, and I'm just making sure it's still the performance I'm looking for. Hey, thank you so much, Brayden. And I love that thank you for chatting about your cube. It's nice to know there's some other people out there that have had a little bit of a frustrating time finding just the right cube. Because I know like I said, I've bought like every cube out there to find that glass slipper. So I feel you, buddy. And hopefully I'm hoping that Super Maylong is just going to be the one for you. Hopefully that's just the most epic cube of all time. Because I definitely know I would get one if I could afford the watch. And so, oh my God, that was like almost the exact same solve. I didn't scramble that good enough. That was way too lucky. Like too many things were looking very similar on that solve from the one before. It's funny, I watched someone, this is a younger fellow, uh cubing on his 2x2 and he like I just had to laugh. He's like, okay, I'm gonna scramble it. And he was like, like that. And I was like, oh, really? I'm pretty sure that would solve it. I mean, uh, who is it not posted yet? But yeah, he's like, okay, I'm gonna solve this scramble. I'm like, oh! And it was again, I mean, I guess, what is it, 4 or 5 moves it has to be in 2x2 to count? But I mean, that was just, freaking- I mean, I guess it counts. I don't know. It just sounds like that's a little ridiculous. And you're setting yourself up if you know the solve ahead of time. Yeah, it just happened, so you might have to wait. I was just gonna say that you might just have been a little quick to the jump here. Ah, oh, I thought it was gonna be an end perm. Really thought I was gonna have to do a swap like diagonal edges. Right, so oh, here we go. There was the end perm. I've been waiting for it. I just like it's a matter of time. No, I pretty much do too. I haven't learned any like special two by two. I build my bottom layer and I do OLL and PLL. It's essentially that's why like when I'm real warmed up, like I'll get some good times, but it takes a little bit of luck and a lot of warming up, I should say. 'Cause yeah, no, it's not the best. Yeah, another one. Oh, I think I missed that one. Oh, I didn't. I really thought I did. Yeah, it's just not as consistent when you really fundamentally understand. Okay, I'll do it right after this one. Jeez. Okay, I didn't have to do those last two flick. There's one of those two. I was like, oh, it's supposed to be done. I was like, flick, flick, flick. Okay. Um, let's see. Do the scramble. F U2 F2 R F2 U2 R2. Sorry, just make sure that little heart's always over that F2. Solve yellow side. Okay. Oh, got a nice block there. Okay. Come on. Oh God, I forgot that. Oh well. It's oh, I might do that one again actually. That is a good scramble. Well, it's not the one I want. It's not the one. That one's easy. Oh, is there a skip at the end of that one? Oh yeah, if you guys like if enough people like square one, I'm down, man. I kind of go stick with three by three and two by two because I know a lot of people like it, but absolutely. Let me do that again. So at first let's see. Okay, yeah, that was it. I just like spaced on that OLL because when your headlights. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, let's do this. F U2 F2 R F2 U2 R2 U F2. So yeah, okay. Yeah, congratulations to Mr. E cubing. So there was the solve for that one. It was a 9-5. Oh, no worries. I'm sure we'll be here. Oh, my hands are getting cold. can feel him walking around. Ah, it's no. Dude, this is that exact OLL I was trying to learn earlier. I wish I would get the same OLL so I could make sure I learn it. Um, it's let's see, learning. Is it, nope, that wasn't it. Okay. 2.8 on that scramble. Yeah, I got a last layer skip when I redid that one too. The first time. Trying to do it something different. Yeah, I'm not definitely I didn't do it white, but I didn't get a last layer skip on that one. Definitely got an end perm again. Let me turn the heat back on. It's getting cold. Yeah, that Colorado cold catches up to you quick. Your hands start like not doing what they're supposed to do. Right there. Had a last layer skip on that one. Oh, no. 13 with a drop cube. I'll take it. Oh, I thought that was gonna be done. It's just sometimes, especially on the 2x2, you can really see it. If you're gonna get a, if it's gonna get a last layer skip, I can usually see it coming into the last layer. Oh, what did a hold? Oh, there we go. I did a hold on that. So do many of you guys do 2x2? I kind of just pulled this out randomly. I didn't know if you guys were going to be into this or not, but oh, +2. My times are getting faster though. That was a 7.5. I guarantee you as I whoa, that was weird. Let's do that scramble. I'm just kidding. Dude, whoa, that is crazy. It literally just set up in this OLL case. It set up the Pi case. Oh, cool. It's just only on 2x2 can you accidentally re-put the cube together without intending to. God, I can't remember that. Oh, it saved my life. Oh, so, just gonna look at the episode. Aren't you? It's so simple. I'm just confusing. I was literally just changing the first. It's an R2 U2 R U2 R2, and I was just doing R U2 so an R2. It's just holy fart. Holy fuck, Batman. There it is. ENF. Or no, +2, sorry. Yeah, I'm not the biggest. I just kind of have fun solving 2x2. I'm getting into it more and more lately. So like that one, I saw that the script coming, and I was like, I think I have this right, but I paused. I can start doing some official ones too. That way I can put them on screen. I'm just being lazy. There we go. A little better. Getting down to sevens. Got to keep practicing. This is telling me there's this block here. There's also a block here. And this is where I was actually learning like yeah, it's a bit more complicated. Um, like doing both layers at once and whatnot. I have been like studying it. I'm just not there yet. Is that the same one that you were talking about earlier, or is that a new one? God. Oh, I must have had an end perm. I just assumed it was adjacent edge swap. There, go for it. What's up? That's hilarious. It is so cold. It was like almost just too hot earlier. I had to turn off the fireplace, and now it's like I feel like I don't want to do anything. What, the OH time? Is that what you're talking about? I figured you meant 3 by 3, yeah. You want me to try what? Your OH solve? Oh, the heater. It's cold. Thank goodness for space heaters. Not really a big fan of them there. Sure. Certainly. This is the Guhong, if anyone's curious. This is just such a pleasant cube to solve on. I swear it just makes it into every room I go into. It's very nice. Very nice. I'll show you. I'll inspect this a little bit. I got my cat coming. Dun, 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 dun. What? That's that alg. I need to learn a better. I gotta teach myself to finish that out this finger trick and not try and use my ring finger on my right hand. Just when you're doing your GD perm and you have your R U prime it, R prime U, R prime U, and that whole turn, and then you have to take your hand and move it to do that. Where if you can just go, that is so much more slick and so much more efficient. There's nothing on the screen. It just has.  'Cause. 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 ' See, that's one of my favorites. That soon. Welcome, Mr. Kellen. Yeah. Green, blue, with any. So which YS3 are you talking about? Because I actually have them both right here. I have the YS3 standard, which I've added maglev to. I have the YS3M ball core UV right here. Um, yeah, actually, I brought in a lot of my cubes this morning. So if you guys have any questions, I can answer them. But yeah, if so personally, like the YS3M standard, it's nice. It's even better, I think, with maglev. A lot of people don't think so. Um, but it does give some rigidity back to it. Like I know people assume like they associate maglev with fast, but it also like it keeps your cube like slightly more compressed. Like this thing's way less floppy and wobbly. Uh, so again, which YS3 are you thinking of getting? Oh, standard. So yeah, this if you're gonna get the YS3 standard, like I said, I would order the maglev kit for it. I think it makes it so much better. This cube, like it was kind of rough on it in my first reviews. Um, but if you're looking to get the YS3 standard, like I said, just order that little maglev kit, and it's oh, I thought you someone said standard. Yeah, no, I would too. That's what I was saying. If you're I was just saying if you have to get the standard. I'm so confused. But oh, okay. He's saying you should get the ball core. Sorry. The ball core one is the better cube. Like I said, the standard. If you're gonna go with that one, I would just recommend getting the maglev kit. I think it turned this into a very viable cube. Like that's something that I actually cube with. Where before I put it up on the shelf and I was like, it just doesn't quite meet what because the YS3 people associate with very rigid, very like stable and all that. And like with the standard, you lose some of that because of the you don't have the ball core. But again, I truly believe that adding the maglev in there because I mean I don't have to really believe it. I mean I can feel it. The springs compared to maglev, the springs were so floppy. And it might have just been that they have really loose springs in the YS3, so you might even just get tighter springs if you don't like maglev. That's also a thing. Maglev kit's like $4 or like $3, something like that. Again, and if you don't want to do the maglev, you could always like, just put stronger springs in. Like a lot of cubes that you might have ordered or got before might have come with springs. Like I have a ton of extra springs from other cubes, so you could also try out putting other springs in there and seeing if some more tighter springs will do the trick for you. I just found it a little bit, flimsy. That was the only complaint at all. So you can see it performs really nice. Like there's no locking up. It's not like and actually the matte plastic it gets kind of worn down and glossy really fast. Like here's the Volcor UV version, and honestly they perform pretty well. This just has that little bit, obviously, a little more premium look because of the UV, and it has a little bit more snap because of like the ball cord, and it just pulls everything into place and a little bit more. But again, very viable cube, this YS3. I just hope you know that I definitely don't have anything against that cube. It's a good one, and it does like with the maglev kit, or even just compress, maybe just compressing it more, um, if that's what it comes to. But I don't want you to have to spend extra money if you don't want to. But I just that was my personal experience. Was the maglev kit helps a lot. Um, no problem, man. Hopefully I helped. Uh, let's see. You said again. I can now. V3? Is that like the 2021 version? Is that like the Cubers home where they added maglev or they added a magnetic core, Mr. Rubin? Oh, V9. Sorry, I just saw the correction. My bad. Yeah. So that's this cube, right? Right. But getting lost in the shuffle right here. And if you like that like auto kind of complete or auto alignment, this is the cube. I mean you could also yeah, sorry, I read that late. Let's see, like, what are some thoughts on like what do I think or how do I adjust mine or what exactly? Because I can tell you how I like pretty much exactly how I tensioned mine. Um, so the RS3M V5, sorry, let me pull it out because I have too many cubes sitting out. The YS3, that's the WRM standards. I brought all the standards out just in case you guys want to chat. Those are maybe I didn't bring one in. Let me grab one. Oh, no, this has to be it. This is it. What am I? Sorry, I was confusing. I should have known because this feels bigger. This is the WRM V9. I should have known too because the autocomplete's so intense on this one. So yeah, if you're talking about the WRM V9, look at the autocomplete on that. Like if you like this kind of feature, this is the cube for you. For some people, they don't like how it turns so much on its own and it can overshoot a little bit. That's where like my sweet spot is the PiCube top version. It should take the edge repelling magnets out and I added maglev back in, and to me that's like the perfect combination. Okay, so tensioning on this. Hey, thank you guys. I'll have to, man, I feel like it always somehow happens on a giveaway day. Like it must be like Sundays must be big days or something like that. Because I feel like every time we do a giveaway day, like I think we hit 200 last week. Oh, that was awesome. And it made it hard because I want to celebrate it, but I can't obviously can't do this two giveaways at the same time. It'd be a little bit much. But so my adjustments, sorry, I keep getting off topic here. So I literally have mine on zero compression. I have my screw like very much like flush. Um, I will, yes, I do like the tornado. I'll get there in 1 second. Um, the screw is like if you feel the compression cup and you feel the screw, it's like pretty much flush with the top of it. Um, and I'm pretty sure that's how I have all of them. Yeah, no compression. Uh, and I originally didn't even mean to do that. I think I just liked the way it was. So let me get my tornado then. Also, I grabbed my other RS3 and V5 because I just want to double check that my settings are the same because I don't remember compressing this one either. Oh yeah, this one is. So I have them actually set different, which is really weird. But like I remember I had to do that because just to get the like you can see how like loose this cube still is. Like I can absolutely see the whole see like the whole foot if like from the right angle in there. Like this thing's plenty loose. But like for some reason with this one I have it compressed to one, two, three. And the screw depth is like almost the same. So now the screw does feel lower than the compression cup though, because the compression cup's been brought up. And I know it's crazy. I swear I remember the day I hit 100 subs. I was at the vet with my dog and I was so excited and I had to like be quiet because I was in the waiting room and stuff and I was like trying to make posts for you guys and stuff and I still it wasn't that long ago, so I owe you guys a huge thanks. I mean, all this growth is because you guys have been such cool people and such a pleasure to interact with. But can you give us one? Man, I wish. Like to see it. How far is Ohio from here? Let me look it up. Put it in my GPS and see how long it takes to drive to Ohio. What is it? Sycamore? Sycamore. Whoa, it's pretty far. It says Sycamore, Ohio is 1,151 miles. Well, thank you, Ruben. I really do appreciate that. I try to put a lot into them. They're getting better and better, hopefully. I have just got some better editing software recently and all that. So, uh, dang, yeah, I probably won't make it to that one, to be honest, but I wish I was closer. I love comps. I mean, I love to just go just for fun. I mean, it's what a fun place to, be at. You have literally nothing but like people doing the same thing as you that are all into the same thing. And I think it's hilarious too because I had someone that messaged me and said, "Hey, I was at the comp. I was that kid that beat you 3-3." And and I just laughed and he said, "No offense or anything." And I said, "Oh, trust me, buddy. There's gonna be lots of people that beat me. It's just the way it is. Like, it's all about personal growth here. It's just trying to get better and better." What's your idea? Dude, that's awesome. Oh, 15 minutes, man. I'm so jealous. I bet you can print just about anything then, right? Like, and it's funny because I just actually got a set of those compression cups and put them in an RS3 and V5 standard, which doesn't have the teeth, but it has a cup very similar. But the problem is when you put it in, it's essentially on the tightest compression because the two tightest cups are sitting against the plastic. If you can even kind of imagine what I'm talking about. Uh, Yeah, exactly. Well, because yeah, well, so that's why like the purple versus the blue compression cups have different depths. Like those are not just for color. Like those are actually so you can compress the cubes differently. So he could make them like any size he wants. Okay, let me just put a few things away here. Oh, one thing I meant I wanted to go over this. I said this earlier. I want to make sure I say this before we end things and whatnot. I'm not ending it right now. I just want to do it before I forget. But the mini, the GAN 11 mini or Mini M Pro, I just want to say like this cube, I was trying to use it as like as a new practice OH practice cube. But I will say this is the one time that everyone else's concerns have finally kind of like I've actually been practicing. It's not fast, but it's faster than it was. But the one thing I'll say is this is the first time that the smaller outer layers So like this is was the big complaint with a lot of people about this cube is I don't know if you can see it, but like this piece, this centerpiece, is drastically bigger than like this corner piece. Because what they left the centerpiece is like if I got another here's my GAN 13. I'm pretty sure that these are almost interchangeable. If they might not be like exactly the same shape, whatever, but they're very close to the same size. Let's check this out. Or even maybe just the 12, like so yeah, like this is literally it doesn't quite it's like not quite exactly the same shape, but it's the same size. Like that is the same. So my GAN 13 center cap is like a hair bigger. Let me see the GAN 12. Uh, this is also the UI though, so I don't know if this is gonna um, do it. But yeah, so there you go. The GAN 12 UI has the exact same size center cap as the GAN 11. Um, which this was the problem for so many people was that the center was so big, but they just chopped off the sides and made all the outer layers smaller. And so this doing that OH is the first time I've noticed it actually, because for so long this I love this cube. I actually got some of my fastest best times like when I first started cubing. This was like one of my first sub 30s. Like I always will have a sweet place in my heart for this cube, but I just finally kind of realized what everyone's talking about when they're like, I don't know, that's about the size and this and that. Um, just because it is on the touch small side. Again, if you're, especially I have big hands. I don't know if you can tell, like I have long fingers, big hands. So this puzzle probably looks tiny. Um, yeah, but it is still a great puzzle. I don't know how many people have tried it or anything. But again, I just keep feeling it more and more. I'm like, oh, those little layers are they are kind of little. Yeah, this is just sorry, the just talking and trying to do an album I'm not as familiar. And I'm like, I'm just glad I made it through that. Um, so I can make a GAN 11 with Lag 11 pre-compression. That'd be really interesting. Um, so I'm just trying to make sense of all this. It says Kubrick Hill, what do you mean? It's the closest on there it's there has been in a long time. Um, so oh, in Tennessee, man. Welcome all the way from Tennessee. That's awesome. But the other th like so the flip side to this also is if they would have made all the layers the same, imagine how small it would be to try and do your M slices. Like I try to give this that's why I give this cube a fair shot because like again, if they would have made all the pieces the same size, you would be trying to do this little tiny flick. You know, it'd be like flicking a big cube or something, and so it would be kind of kind of a nightmare. Um, but yeah, I just was like looking at the cube and I was like, let's bring that up. GAN cubes like GAN 12 or 13 feels so big after cubing with MoU cubes all day. I love the feel of it. Like this is the GAN 13, but I just it feels so big. Well, that was a waste. I tried to do an X cross and totally botched it, so congratulations to me. This one again? It's like I swear that a perfect example. Someone was saying earlier how they get almost frozen or surprised when they get the same PLL like multiple times in a row. Like I've gotten that G B perm like so many times, and I mean I like the GA, the GC, even the GD is okay. I don't like the ending to the GD perm, to be honest. I have finger tricks I feel like on that one. I'm trying to get better with. Um, but yeah, there's the GAN 13. Just wanted to at least do a solve with that. I love that cube, which I don't use it enough. And then this is the GAN 12 UI. Wow, this cube is so fast. I gotta say, like, I've been such a big like, oh, the GAN 13 is just as good, but if you get the GAN 12, especially with this really strong corner to core magnets, like not the UI, but the GAN actual GAN 12, I feel like that is it really is one of the best feeling cubes. I mean, I like the size of the MoU cubes. I like they're a little smaller. Really I do. But I gotta say, like, I really like I really like that feel. But then again, I love this feel too. This is amazing. It's funny. So I was a 30. I was trying to, so you know how people say like just turn faster. And like for the longest time I was actually like, oh, what a rude thing to say because it's so not helpful. But it's funny, I've been trying to implement like that philosophy and it actually has helped my times a lot. Like I've told a friend of mine, I'm like essentially you want to turn like you're trying to break the cube. Like you need to be like throw as hard as you can. Like and if you break it, like that's like casualty of war, I guess. Like, but I mean, I'm gonna mess up. I'm gonna have failures, but I'm also gonna practice and I'm gonna get better. Like, and I swear, doing this in solves, like it has sped up my times. Like instead of having this like, okay, do the next thing, like kind of just slow groove to it. Like it's this. Like I've noticed too, the best solvers in the world, they don't sit there casually ready to start. They're like shaking. They're so like at the ready to go, like and they just jump on it, and it's like they're not sitting there casually solving the cube. You know what I mean? This is not a relaxing event. I mean, you know what I mean? This is a speed event. This is all about sprinting pretty much. So especially if like in smaller cubes and stuff. So I don't know. I I've laughed about that before about how people say that, but I really believe that's kind of a true statement. You just need to really turn like your life depends on it. Oh my gosh. Somehow I got scrambled with all the white. I like went ham on that scramble too. Let's do this. I just want to see what comes of this. Let's do smarter, not harder, huh? Shouldn't have done a cube rotation. Again! Okay, I'm sorry, but again? Shouldn't do it again? God, I hate this out. Maybe it's like the universe telling me you need to practice. It's just it's not a bad alg, I don't like it. And how is that possible? Holy moly. I I can't believe that. Oh, and just FYI, guys, like I know that, like I said, this is only like my fourth or so stream. I'm still getting like I've just got my new streaming software going. So next time I should have like around the border, I should have like, CS timer all set up. I should have because my timer will be linked to I just haven't quite, figured out all the ins and outs of that yet, but I'll have it really nice and set up for you guys, and you can see all my times, whether good or bad. I really have nothing to hide. This is a learning channel. Even I'm learning. Because I mean, all mistakes, like they're only mistakes, and they're only a waste if you don't learn from them. I mean, that's like the oldest saying ever is, you also like the other one is you do 100% of your growing outside of your comfort zone. So like you need to always want to push yourself. That's why like in my tutorials to like help beginners and whatnot, I make it very clear I'm not trying to give you a shortcut so you don't have to learn. I'm giving you a little bit of a boost or a head start so you can hopefully get some good momentum and feel good about your progress instead of being like, man, this sucks. Because when everyone's answer is what should I do is learn all Yelps. It makes it's just okay, but how do I start? Where do I start? It makes it a little more daunting. So I just hopefully that helped some people. So what's up, everyone? I see the chat kind of died down. I'm gonna do a 4x4 solve. I'm just so disappointed in 4x4s in general right now. I've literally gone through um, and like re-solved on almost all my 4x4s, and I cannot find one that I'm like happy with at all. This is the YJ Jitsu Mini or G Long Mini. They've renamed it, I think. Um, I'm gonna grab my Maylong 4x4 also. Just because this really is one of my favorite 4x4s. It's just somewhat inconsistent. It's if I'm turning well and turning accurate, this thing is great. If I'm kind of like nervous or turning sloppy or anything, it's not the best. Um, like it doesn't have like the strongest magnets or anything, but that's kind of what's nice about it. It's light and has very light plastic, and so I'm gonna do a solve on that in a minute too. But some of these cubes away. Oh my lord. Oh my Lanta. That one always gets me when people say that. Oh my Lanta. So what's going on in Tennessee? So this cube, I just have a few little problems with consistency. Like that flex. It gets a little bit too doing its own thing sometimes. See, like right there, trying to. Add pause. Sorry. Give me some good. Give me some good pairs here. Let's drink the stage should be going. Control low parity. That's what I'm talking about. That flex in the cube just kills me. I think that's right. Like all that, so many flexes that like give me catches and whatnot. And this is where I'm gonna see on the Maylong, but I'm already scared how this is gonna perform. Oh man. So what's up? Is anyone there left? Are we left with anyone, or is it just me? Ah, Flexi Tube has been better than the YJ. First set of 3-2-3 edge pairing. Now we need our last set. Align everything. Now we have. Come on. Let's cooperate here, guys. We're all friends. Got parity. Soon. Looks like no headlights, so this looks like some type of parody. Yep, yeah, now we have a V perm. Come on. Oh my god. Oh my gosh. I was like, I thought everyone had left and now it's hey McKenna, welcome. Yeah, I can try this. I said I I don't know how, I don't know if they like the chat froze, but like, oh, no problem. You saw that I subbed? I did. Yeah, the last thing I saw was you're in Tennessee. And I was like, what? And then it just kind of froze up. I think, and that's literally, I've put in such little practice, but thank you. The OH is, I'm going, I'm trying. I'm definitely trying to dedicate some time, and what little I've done has actually paid off. Everyone has said the same thing, just spam RNU, and that is actually a great advice. It's helping so much. Um, Yeah, see, I think I do too. I assumed I was gonna like the Mini because it's a Mini and it's one OH, but everyone has said that like the RS-75 is great for OH. I actually like the Guhong. It's very smooth. Um, like those pinky flicks that I kind of have a problem with sometimes. They seem to be really, solid. And it doesn't lose form too much. And because of its core magnets and having that good auto, like I don't know, see, this seems to be a good cube for me. Bye, buddy. Have a good day. We're gonna probably close up shop here pretty soon. Um, I didn't plan to go past really like 6. Um, Figure people probably have like dinner and things. I know also I'm in a different time zone than probably most people, so it's probably totally irrelevant to you. Yeah, wow. Nice, 14 seconds. That's great. Like that's actually my PR. That's it's very rare that I get that good. And of course, man, I sorry it took me even so long to sub to your channel. I've literally I looked at it and I was like, I thought I already subscribed, so I made sure to do it because like I said, this is all about like supporting each other and like I hope you get, make everything get everything you deserve out of that. I mean, this is hard work, putting yourself out there and analyzing solves and doing everything that we do. So yeah, good for you, man. My best time from that solve was 11. That's not bad. I tried to come, yes, GAN 11. Yeah, right. I would assume because I think that all I did was like literally take the 11 and cut the edges down, like I said, and that was what they called the mini, and that's why it was a very polarized. Like people either hated it or loved it, pretty much. And I don't think that many people loved it. What's funny though is they made that into one of the smart cubes. So I got the GAN 12 UI, and then right after that they came out with the GAN Mini UI, which is just the that mini, but as the smart cube. And I'm like, ooh, I don't know. I thought about it. I was really into the mini when I got that, but I don't think I would like it at this point. I think I would have felt bummed to spend 100 and something dollars on a mini smart cube. So actually, for the first time, like I never have both, camera and all that going, but I'm like, can actually, so I don't know if any of you guys have smart cubes, but I would love to, if anyone does, race on CubeStation, because if you're, even if we're not on live stream or whatever, we could totally race. If any of you guys have, I saw one of you guys said like a GAN iCarry or an i3 or something like that. But if any of you are on CubeStation, let me know. And I'll go ahead and meet you on there sometime and race. Because again, I don't care if I lose. I just like racing friends and stuff. I also want to set up a time. I'm gonna try and schedule this where we'll do like a Zoom thing where like I'll send out the Zoom link and hope whoever wants to enter can enter, and we can either all race or we can take turns like one on one going through it. But I was gonna try and schedule a thing where we can just race for fun, just like friends racing, just it's very rare that you get, at least for me, I don't have a lot of like my one neighbor, Jacob Notes, that cubes, and uh, we're both pretty busy, so it's rare that we get together in cube actually. So uh, it's nice to be able to like sit there and actually race with someone, and it's just fun. Yeah, it was an idea. Let me know what you guys think of that. If you want to do like a Zoom race or something sometime, I'd be totally down for that. I think all you have to do is like set up the call and like send out the link or whatever. So And just so you guys know, I did not forget about like Twitch and Discord and all that. I just haven't had the time to set it. I got it all set up where I have the account. I just haven't like logged in and get like added friends and all that stuff yet. So I don't really have anything like to no real like links to send you or anything yet. But like once I get my Discord server set up and I have my Twitch account all set up, I'll make sure to post about all that. Because I like this. I enjoy interacting with you guys. Um, I enjoy getting like this. I love when you guys send me scrambles to do too. Like that's because like I don't know if you guys were here for the other one, but I put out a scramble, just one that I enjoyed, and I showed everyone how many like awesome free pairs and all this stuff you got, and someone was like, "Okay, can you send me that? That was awesome." Uh, yeah. So if you guys ever have any good scrambles or anything that you want to share, please just reach out. I'm more than happy to go over those. Yeah, getting my cubes back in the right cases this time up. That's gonna help. But yeah, I would be very curious if anyone has a smart cube. I swear, I feel like when I look away, everyone's just talking, and then as soon as I look, the channel goes silent. Oh, okay. Okay, I kept looking at the YouTube page and I was like, oh, there's only like one person here. But I'm like, how does that make sense? There's all these people talking, but I hadn't refreshed the page. Silly me. I gotta say, this Hong, like, so I was just on Jacob on his live stream the other night, and he was kind of hating on the Hong, and I like it, man. I don't know how, like, obviously there's always ways to improve, but as far as 5x5s go, like I have the Aoshuang, I have the MGC, I have the Meilong, I have well, I have a bunch. What else do I have? There's at least one more, but I just besides maybe the Valk, I would love to get the Valk 5. Um, but besides that, I think this is really one of the best cubes out there, at least 5x5s. And I realize GAN's gonna come out with theirs, so that's gonna be some serious competition. But I have a feeling GAN's is gonna be more like even though this is not cheap and still $50, I have a feeling GAN's is gonna be, 80 or something like that. 80 to 100 because good big cubes like I don't know if most people know this but like good big cubes not just like the stock ones but if you go to Pi Cube Shop where they like mod them and whatnot a good like modded where they have like magnetic cores and they have all these like features good big cubes are expensive they're a lot of times north of $100 that's why my 7x7 my Meilong for $20, I almost didn't believe it. I thought I was gonna get a different cube. I thought they were gonna scam me. Had so many ideas of what was gonna go wrong, and I just and it was great. The cube came and it was amazing. All right, I'm gonna do one. So let's try and make this so you guys can see it. Let's see. Let's just maybe angle this down a bit. There we go. Okay. Ooh, like right there. Let me just find something to put like underneath that, like a paper clip or something, because it was like perfect. Okay, let's see if we can make this work. If not, I no worries. So I gotta sync the cube to anyone. Okay. So it's so easy. Anyone, if you've ever used one of these, you literally just double flick the top layer. The whole cube starts blinking. All you do is, I don't know if you can see now the cube is rotating on my screen. Um, and if it's not right, so like right now I have green facing me, white up. It's the wrong orientation. So like all you do is drag the cube on the screen to get it to the perfect orientation. And if for any reason the cube like scrambled and it looks like wrong on the screen, you just hit solve sync and it syncs like it resets the cube as solved. So the gyroscope and everything knows like 'cause sometimes you might solve so fast that you get to a end of a scramble and your cube looks scrambled on the screen, but you know it's solved. And at that point, you just reset that. Uh, See, this is exactly too. It's funny. I just was reading how he had to go eat. That's exactly why I did this from 3 till like 5 or 6, because I figured people are gonna start to have to eat around these times, and that's totally understandable. I'm probably gonna have dinner in a little bit here, but that way, people can hopefully get a chance to join the stream and also, not be late for dinner. And also, I wanted to make it not so early where people could sleep in. I mean, it's Sunday. Come on, come on. But all right, I'm gonna do. So I don't know if you can see the cube on there. I just think it's so cool that the gyroscope works like this. Uh, I'm not gonna have anywhere to drop my cube necessarily, but that's okay. I'll just keep it in my hands because again, it doesn't really matter because we're not doing the timer. It's gonna all be on here. And again, I have another camera that I'm gonna be doing over. You can't see over my right shoulder, just like most people do. So you can be seeing the first person view. Either that, or I'll just get a GoPro for my head and do that. But either way, okay. So right now, this is our where we're gonna race people pretty much. Uh, if we double flick, we're gonna go ahead and start. It's gonna find us a match. What's gonna happen is then the scramble will come up on the screen. You have so many seconds to scramble it, and as soon as the scramble is complete, it knows and it gives you to your 15 seconds inspection, and you go. So I'm racing someone named Layla with an I carry. So F C2 V F2 D2 F R prime V2 F2 L F2 D2 D2 2 F prime and D prime. So now we have our 15 seconds started. Oh, that was almost like too easy of a cross. I'll skip. So that was a 31. Not my best, but not my worst. But so my opponent has at 21 seconds. She's still racing. I think I'm gonna win this one. So what else you guys got going on? It's Sunday besides dinner. Is anybody out there? Supposedly there's 6 people here, so I don't know where you went, but round two. This is what I mean. It turns it like Street Fighter mode, like versus go. I just think that's so cool, and it gives it that intensity where if you are trying to kind of practice for comps and stuff, this is actually kind of a good tool. Um, and I also would like to show how there's really good training techniques. Like there's all kinds of different. Um, ooh, this is so tempting to do some tricky stuff with, but I'm not going to. I'm gonna just go straight. This thing is so fast, it's like almost hard to control. And I have not said that about many cubes. But I also like cleaned out almost all the lube out of this thing. Boom! Z-perm to end it. Oh, and it looks like I won another one. I swear, every time I get all excited into the chat, everyone goes quiet. I'm gonna start to take it personal. I'm just kidding. L, F prime, R2, F prime, B, oh, F prime, R, L prime, D, F prime, U2, D, R2, U1, L2, U, B2, U2. And my opponent already started, so let's see what we got going on here. Okay. I was an average of 31. That's not bad. And I won 3 straight. Victory. And this is the nice thing about the app is it matches you with people around your skill level, so you can, you know, push yourself but not be too crazy. Anybody there? Anybody there? E-cubing? Anyone else that's still there? Finishing live stream. Well, if no one is around, that might be the good time to call it. It says I'm so confused. It says there's 8 people watching, but hello, hello. So I was just doing some races on Cube Station. Anyone there? Oh, I swear it keeps freezing. I don't know what is up with that. That's so funny. There's so many. Oh my gosh. Thank you. Oh my gosh, I missed so many comments. Holy moly. Uh, okay. Yes, I can try this out. Sorry, like I don't know why it was freezing up on me, but yes. Uh, so so Z2, then until you get an H from. Interesting. Really? 6 subset chemistry stuff actually. Um, let's see, you have your X, Y, and what's your Z then? I don't know why. Z2? Is that supposed to be a Z? Oh God, I hate dropping my cube. That's, I swear, that's one of the things too. I said this in my videos. Like, there's with all the problems with the tornado. Oh, and I got the tornado, and I didn't even talk about it. I feel so bad. Uh, but yeah, I would do the best just to not drop it, or like that's why we cube over mats, or he's like right, cube over carpet. Even carpet is better than. I mean, it'll get dusty, but it won't break at least. Oh, you got it! Nice. I'm so glad. Thank you. But again, I wish so. I used the weakest magnets I could get for that project, but because you have to put twice the magnets in a 2x2, it ended up feeling almost as strong as how the 3x3 felt. And I was trying to make it a little more subtle, the magnets. So apologize that they're not weaker. Again, I would go with literally even weaker magnets the next time. But it did come out looking and feeling really nice. And I know as the more you cube it, that you'll absolutely get used to it and everything. Um, so this is the Guhong right here, Mr. Kellen. Um, and I love it. it's about like the best thing you can compare to like the tornado. It's or like the old Tangian or something. Like it has just the most smoothie, buttery feel. Um, yeah, it's just it has very little like lockups. You don't have to like overturn. You can have a very subtle, easy turning style, and this cube just flows. Or some of the other ones, you feel like you're kind of forcing them to go into their rotations and whatnot. Um, so yeah, man, cube or killing, we should race. Do you have cube station? I'm guessing then. Yeah. See, like I said, I just haven't set up the Discord yet. Like we were up till like what, 2, 3, 4 in the morning, whatever the last stream, and just yesterday I was just beat. So yeah, we should definitely okay, try this on 2x2. Okay. I have to keep rotating from cube to cube to cube. Okay, 2x2. Uh, R F U F R2 U R2 U. Whoa, that's weird. That's supposed to have like a full solve side like that? So yeah, with like ordering cubes, just addressing what Dream said about ordering from Amazon, like I try to avoid it at all costs. Like it's only if like Speed Cube Shop or Amazon or sorry, Cubicle is out of a cube for some weird reason. Like when the Auschwang was like the mold broke and you couldn't order it from anywhere. I found like an old one on Amazon and that was actually when it at one time Amazon came through. But for the most part, like you want to get most of your stuff from a real cubing place. And on top of that, I've like Amazon used to be a lot cheaper, but like I've been comparing the cubicles prices to them, and not only do they beat Amazon by a couple dollars usually, but you also get like they do giveaways and things with your purchases. So uh, I do not have a Go Cube. I've seen those. I sorry, the comments were not coming through, McKenna. I swear it was frozen. I was almost gonna close it because I was like, oh, it's no one's yeah, see the chat was frozen. Um, so okay, I'm getting through all the questions now. Um, you guys are hilarious. He turns schizo mint. Okay, I'm almost caught up. Okay, so e-cubing, the maglev kit is like $2 or something like that from just from the cubicle, and it's super easy. You literally just like so with a square one, there's only one spring and screw. You take off the two main big sides, and you'll find that one side has a screw and one side just has like a plug, and you pretty much just take that side off that has a screw, take your screw out and replace it with your maglet, and it's literally just two magnets is all you have to do and put in the whole thing, and now you've magleved it. It's very simple. Yeah. Yeah, using an already used cube is so freaking dumb. Yes, and if you do OLO, you get a PL. Are you talking about the 2x2 now? So is it still behind? I just saw I'm cleaning it right now. Is that not their most recent comment? I guess you won't be able to tell me if it's not working right, huh? Okay, let's see. I just brought up the chat through YouTube. Maybe this will help. So yes was the last comment, right? You're not behind that. And finally, you're not behind that much. Is that the last comment? It's for some reason like it freezes and it didn't, but like finally I just clicked the button to like bring up this OBS. It might be this software I'm using. It brings up its own chat, and it might have a lag pulling it from YouTube to its. So I pulled up the actual YouTube chat. So hopefully this one shouldn't be lagging.
It's for some reason like
So we're good now. Yee.
finally I just
Okay, nice. Sorry about that. Sorry about that, guys. I again on my side, it just looked like no one was talking, so I'm like,
pulling it from
am I that bored? Don't you think?
so I pulled up the actual
Okay,
YouTube chat. So
so
hopefully this one should
back to this. I'm very curious what I'm supposed to do. What? Oh, mute it though. Oh no. Oh, so because this was the problem before is when I bring up the YouTube part, it echoes. So let me see why. So is the echo better now? It's the only problem is you can't have the YouTube live thing open while you have your streaming app open. For some reason they better. At least now I know what it was. That last time I was like trying to fix it and I had no idea what the problem was. At least now I know that's the issue. So okay, sweet, sweet, sweet. And thank you for the compliment on my shirt. I wore this for special Sunday cubings. This is my special shirt, my fancy my fancy dress up shirt. Oh God. Good. So that might be too another reason to get Discord and all that working. Like use Twitch and maybe Discord in the future. Um, those might be more reliable. I'm not sure what the deal is because I've had a couple. I've had like a which I don't think are actual like I don't think I did anything wrong. I think they were just kind of glitches. It's CC Cube Slayer. It was my original get my app back out. Um, yeah, it's CC Cube Slayer was my I had it all set so you guys could see the screen even and everything. Victory. But yeah, that's what I like is it's kind of like a video game now. Makes it a little more entertaining. So anyone that does not have a smart cube, they're pretty fun. I mean, that this is definitely like the best app. Um, as far as like, I do have Discord. I just like I've told a lot of people, I just don't have it set up. You gotta create your own server and do all this stuff. And I just haven't done it. Nice. What are you doing to it? I have the same cube. That was my first GAN cube. I UV coated that cube myself actually. It was literally my first project. That one and the Chi Warrior were my first actual speed cube, and they both are very nice. 6 cross. It's 30 on the nose. 30, oh, sorry, 30.5, but I'm cleaning it and might try UV coating. So it turns out nice. I mean, especially if I knew the tricks I know now, like I wish I was as good as UV coating then as I am now, because the coats that the cubes I do now come out like perfect pretty much. And my first one, your first one's always going to be a little bit, less than perfect. I mean, don't get me wrong, you could absolutely nail it, but I'm just saying there's always like a learning curve to most things at least. Um, like I know that like learning to let that's why I try to stress learning, like letting it self level. Like don't like do it in a cool dark room, and don't, so that way you can give it as long as you possibly can to the self level. Oh shoot, my time's still, oh my gosh. I'm talking and oh my gosh. Oh god, that was a terrible feeling. I just like that hit in your gut feeling, like, oh my god. Oh, and I was doing so well too. I was beating him. God, I can't believe I took my eye off the prize here. Oh, it does. Didn't even need to. So even I literally sat there for 6 seconds with not, just watching letting the timer run, and I still won. So at least that's good. Later, E-cubing. Woo! So this is a little more representative of my actual solving. Like I should be getting 30s and below at the very worst. Like usually if I get like anything over a 30, it's usually I'm kind of doing too many things at once. Like when I get into the zone, I should be like sub 25 at least all day. It's much different I've noticed like I have to kind of, it's where sometimes I'll forget about the comments because I kind of put my blinders on just to like make sure I'm, well, if you have to go, um no worries, Cuber Kellen, but seriously, hit me up on the app, or even just comment, hit me up through YouTube, and we should race because I I can never get this thing like as much as, that's the whole point of it. Like, I can never get it like a person that I know or like, I don't know, even someone. This is the closest thing I can race some random person and you never even know if they're a bot or not. Like this time though, I think I was racing a bot. Anytime you get of someone who gets three of the exact same times, you can be pretty sure that's not a person. Like this guy got 47.720, and that's a very common number I found in this app. So I think that when there's just no people, they just throw bots at you, or maybe they're trying to make me feel good. Um, so okay, let's see, we're at our like what time is it? So we're at our six o'clock mark. It's just been over 3 hours. Started at 3. So what anyone do anything fun for a Sunday evening besides a good Sunday dinner? Are you messing with me or do you? I told you I do have a Discord server. I just haven't taken the time, so I'll try to do that tonight. Oh, I forgot. I'm so sorry. You are. I'm my bad. You're totally right. You did say that. Sorry, sorry, sorry. No, 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 no. That's not your fault. That's my bad. So I am, like I said, I do have a Discord server. I'll get it all set up tonight. It seems like everyone is on that Discord vibe right now, so I can sacrifice my broken Cam 12. What's broken on it? Is it something fixable? Oh, the goo. So just so I forget who it was that said they were considering the goo hong, but man, you will not be disappointed. Oh, it was first batch. I got you. It doesn't feel nice. Is that one of the ones where like the magnets would like catch the inner core and stuff? Because I remember there was like the whole debate about the larger corner to core magnets and they would like get weird catches and stuff. Is there any way to fix my broken while you wait along me? My friend like broke off the plastic from the piece of wow. Oh, give the monster a go. See, that's the only thing about the other the other smart cubes is they work with their app, but the only thing I like about the Cube Station one is it's the most universal. It works with the most amount of cubes, and because they're like even the Moyu ones, they work with their app and it's only in Chinese, and then it makes it really hard. Yeah, and I'd be curious, did he actually break it or did he just pop off? Because the pieces on cubes are a split piece design. They're meant to come off. So did it actually break? Or did it like just did one of the sides just pop off? Because that can happen. You could literally like drop it and like a piece could just pop apart. Uh, but yeah, absolutely. Like yeah, do remember like way back when like the GAN 12 was still like I don't think the GAN 13 or maybe the GAN 13 first came out. I don't know. It was a while ago, but that they were talking about just like the magnets were catching the core or something, and it was making weird catches and giving an undesirable feel in some places. And it's just so funny because my neighbor Jacob came over with his, and it felt like a dream. So they must have. Well, it sounds like, yeah, it sounds like E-Cuban is right. It sounds like a little glue would probably fix you up. If it's like a small piece actually broke when I play with it, the piece slowly just comes off. Because yeah, especially if it's maybe like sounds like maybe one of the posts that slide together, um, maybe that broke off. So like me, you might just need a little glue just to hold that back in place. But it sounds like it's not broken. It might just be like need a little TLC. You can ask usually if they have a replacement. What did they say about your broken 7x7? Did they have any answers for you? Even if you didn't order it from Speedcube Shop, they'll help you. They're very cool. Yeah, you can absolutely just email. Like I would say they have one of the best customer service departments. I again, probably not free. They'll probably charge you for the piece or something, um, but still, it's worth asking. Hey, do you guys? Because again, a place where they're working on and because they do customizations, they do PVC coating, they do different things. So they just might have some pieces laying around from some cubes. It's worth asking, and they're very nice people. I will say, like every time I've ever interacted with them, they've been so like, oh, what else can I do for you? Can I answer any other questions? Like, are there any other rare cubes you might be interested in? I mean, they really were like most times, like especially at the cubicle, you don't get like a chatty Cathy um on the for the customer service side. It's like, "Oh, what can I do to get you off of my email?" But yeah, SpeedCube Shop is very good about customer service. Especially like Cubicle, it takes sometimes a full 24 hours just to get a response to an email. Bugga bugga, I guess. Um, can I add you? Yeah, so CubeStation at CC. Let me double check to make sure I'm not giving you the wrong name. You're like, I can't find you. But it should be the same as my old YouTube channel, which was or the last not old, but the last name, which was CC Cube Slayer. Oh, it's just Cube Slayer. My bad. It's just Cube, capital C Cube Slayer. Sorry. Everyone was like, to cover up your things. I was like, but these are literally, this is a card to a haunted mansion. This is a useless card that literally never used and has no information on it. And this is like just the bearer for my ID. So I don't know what people are gonna do with that, but um, yeah, Cube Slayer. That's it. And you absolutely can add me, and I would love to race. Welcome, Steve A. So I guess we'll just go for a little bit. I mean, I was planning on ending at 6, but like I haven't. No one seems to need to leave, and we have probably more people than we did most of the day, so I might as well just keep going. But yeah, I was just saying I would love to race more people, especially people I know from here and stuff. And so, I mean, I get sick of just racing bots from China or whatever. For Cube Station, it's just yeah, for Cube Station, it's just Cube Slayer, no C. Hey, buddy. Hey, hope you have a great night. Thank you for checking in, and thank you for always, being a huge part of the channel. Um, I know you and Outer Space VR, you guys are awesome to have around. So thank you. And again, for sure we might end just because I might have to go to dinner also and whatnot. I was only planning to go till 6, but I might even just come back on after dinner too. That could be. Might just go have some dinner and take a break, maybe go to the bathroom or something. I was thinking about that. We had like 6-hour live stream the other night, and I was like, it's amazing. I didn't have to go to the bathroom or anything. Like it's really lucky. But yeah, have a good evening, buddy. Thank you so much. Yeah, and I'm sorry, like I said, it took me even this long to subscribe to your channel. I try to really show the love back and forth here. Dude, let's do it. That's it. I absolutely. You guys have my name. It's just Cube Slayer. It's super easy. If you can find me, if not, just message me on YouTube. Leave me a comment or something. Just let me know that you're trying, and I'll make sure to look for you as well. So I doubt it only because the GAN has such a specific maglev device, and the Square One it's the Square One it's actually even different than like say the Moyu maglev kits. The Moyu maglev kits, the magnets are a little bigger around. The little hole that the screws go in, or the screws, not the screws, the screw with the maglev goes in is very small. That's why I was actually saying if anyone's looking to like maglev like a Maylong or some budget cube or something that has a small like insert where like where you'd put the trying to think, where's a budget cube here, but where you'd put the these are all Moyus, it's not gonna matter, but where you'd put the screw and spring or maglev into, a lot of times on budget cubes there's a really small hole. So the square one has really tiny, yeah, the square one has really tiny maglev magnets. So one, um, I don't think they're gonna work. I don't think they're gonna cross over. But two, um, uh, I think that also, like I said, if you just get the maglev kit for the square one, it's like a few dollars. And then again, if you want to ever maglev something else, that kit is very useful for that because it's not. If you want maybe like a slightly less intense maglev feel, I would say get some of those YJ maglev kits, and they only come with three magnets because again, there's only one screw and spring you're replacing. You're replacing the spring from one side of the square one. Everything else is all held together by one spring and screw. And so it comes with two magnets and one extra. So since you have three, you could essentially maglev a cube. If you got four kits of those, you'd have 12, which would be enough to do six sides. So essentially, if you wanted a little weaker maglev feel, you could get four of those YJ maglev kits and maglev any cube with it. And because even I've learned, like you can take your because this is how I was able to do the giveaway cube. Like there's no compression cup in there, but somehow the maglev uh, magnets stay completely perfectly right above each other. And so I'm assuming like if you put those smaller magnets into like a Moyu cube, even though they wouldn't be touching the plastic and holding in place, I think it would still stay perfectly centered. Um, and just FYI, everyone, this is the giveaway cube. This thing's so epic. I love it. It's so fast. It's so nice. I think this is my favorite so far. Just because one, it's a 3x3 and I can do like a lot more things on it. Um, but like this was actually too, I want to point out, the cubicle was again, they were a little behind on the delivery. It was just a little bit late. So I took my actual standard. That's why this has been dialed in like really well to, that's why I'm almost really sad to let it go. But I took my standard. All right, buddy, take care. And again, you're always, if I'm still on later, welcome back anytime. So how you have a good evening. And if I don't hear from you, take care. I'm sure I'll hear from you soon. And I'll respond more about your videos too, just so you know. I've only watched it like, quickly through each one of them. So when I have a little more time, I'll give you some more feedback on those because I really appreciate that. I love that kind of stuff. It's so interesting and fun. Okay, you don't usually get fun homework, you know? But yeah, so for anyone, we have our giveaway that ends. I was literally after this live stream, I was going to go through the comments and pick a winner. So you still technically have time if anyone wants to like, subscribe, comment. I'm sure most of you are probably already subscribers, but just wanted to point out that it's not quite over yet, and it did come out really nice. I mean, it seriously. I pointed this out before. Like, if you hold it in the light, you can see the most minor imperfections in it, and that's true with literally any UV coating cube. Like I pointed this out on the Tornado, like the V3. Like you can actually see, like you can see the same thing. There's like dimples. There's a ridge that goes around the outside of each piece, and the middle is kind of recessed. Like there really aren't any like I mean, there's fingerprints, so it's gonna kind of skew the look, but it's really hard to actually find a perfectly flat. Like you even see like bubbles kind of in here. I'm trying to get really good view of that. But yeah, this is from the factory coated like this. So it just bring them. Ooh, thank you. Oh yeah, you were the one that knew the good place for magnets. Listen to this guy. He knows what he's talking about. He was the one that was just saying last live stream. He knew good places to get magnets besides just the cubicle, because that's part of the reason I ended up uh, kind of pigeonholed in my position is like I ordered their lightest magnets and I thought that'd be light enough, and I still wanted lighter, honestly. Because I would have, if I had to do it all over, now that I've tried them, I would put the light magnets in the 3x3, and I would get an even lighter set from somewhere else for the 2x2, since you have to double up your magnets on an even numbered cube. That's something to always remember too, is you have to put twice as many magnets, both polarities, on an even numbered cube. So I got magnets half as strong, but you added twice the magnets, so now they're gonna be just as strong as the other ones. So anyways, that's enough about magnets. But it says if I'm not subscribed, it's probably because. So yeah, like don't worry about that. Like I have a tutorial. I have two tutorials on how to change your subscription status from public or private to public. So if you do want to, I have tutorials on how to do that both on mobile device and on your desktop. But I know exactly what you mean. Your subscription status can be on private or public, and if it's on private, no creator, no channel is going to know that you sub to them. That's just how it is. It's keeping it very private to you, and that's okay. Especially, I know there's a lot of like younger people on here, and I don't know if you just want everyone, a lot of the children, or especially the child accounts, don't even let you comment and whatnot. So I understand, like if you're younger and you don't want everyone knowing, just let me know in the comments. Say, hey, I subbed. Here's my comment. That's totally fine. I understand. Uh, like I said, if you can turn them on public, it makes it easy because then I can pull up my subscriber list and boom, you're right there. Because like the example I always use is like say Mr. Beast was doing a giveaway. I use Mr. Beast just because he's like huge and I think everyone can relate to like wanting to win his giveaways. So if he was doing a giveaway and he said like, subscribe, and comment, and you had your subscriptions on private, they would literally not even know you existed. They would get your subscription, they'd get the numbers, but you would never have a chance to win. And so that's the only reason I pointed it out is because I didn't even know that was a thing. And so I just once I realized it, I was like, well, I'm gonna at least show people how to do it if they want to. It's 100% up to you. I'm not like being pushy about that. I don't demand it. I'm I will take your word for it if it comes to that. I'd be like, I don't think I believe you, you know. No, I think that we're good on the honor system here. Like hopefully, especially I'm also working, just like anyone to try and grow the channel. But the most important thing is the interactions between us. I want everyone to have a safe place to come here and like talk about cubing, share their opinions, ask questions. Uh, I wish I would have done this more when I was a new cuber. I wish I would have came into places like this and asked every question that was on my mind and really picked the brains of all these other experienced cubers because I think I would have spent probably a lot less money for one, but I think I would have also just just had a little bit more of a better head start. Um, because I can't tell if I have private. So again, if you want to change it, like your subscription status, go to your settings. I'll pull it up right now. I mean, this if you want to. This is not like a have to by any means, but if you go to your settings, let's see. Uh, to pull up my own video because I know that let's see. Okay. Oh, this is so much easier than I remember. I was thinking it was where, so just go to your channel where you hit view channel, um, and go to like the like edit button. So like when you're on you have your channel right here. Mine says the Cube Chemist, and then it has like the little pencil button over here. If you hit that pencil button, at the very bottom it says privacy. Keep all my subscriptions private. You can see right there, keep all my subscriptions private. Hit that toggle switch and if it's on, it'll keep everything private. If it's off, you'll be on public. Um, if you're on a PC, it's just a little bit different. You go ahead and let's see. I want to say you go in same thing into your settings. Yeah, settings, privacy, and then you just same thing, hit turn my subscriptions to public or turn them off private. Sorry, what was your question about the lube? Let's see. Was it the one way up there? That's so funny. I just read your thing. The replacement piece is 150, but shipping is $5. That is not the truth. It's like for everything. Even if I want lube for my cube or something, I'm like, oh, I gotta place a bigger order to get free shipping. Sorry, if you could just repeat your question about the lube, I will absolutely answer. I apologize if I got off topic there for a second. You're awesome. Just saying. Oh, okay. So that's 100% like up to the feeling that you want. So like I definitely overlubed like every cube I had when I started. I mean, actually in the last month, I've almost taken apart every single cube I've had and relubed it. Welcome back. I love Outer Space VR. I love how you welcome and greet everyone. I love it. That way if I miss it, they get a warm welcome. I love that. Um, so yes, she is the yo-yoer. So, and this is again depends on the type of lube. What lube are you using? Let's get real specific here so I can help you. Um, sure, is that okay? I mean, ask her. Is that okay with you, McKenna? So I'm gonna wait till I make sure till she says it's okay to share her channel. But I have guys, I'm the cuber of this chat. What does that mean? You're the real cuber. Do you want me to share your YouTube channel or no? I just want to know if I should post the. I guess I've already kind of said it when I said on the giveaway post, but okay. That's why I didn't want to hit send until I had the green light from you. I would never share someone else's private information or anything. Okay, so back to the lube part. Um, okay. I was just in case you're like asking a question or something. I just wanted to make sure, but I know you're a jokester, so I know. Um, I know, because I only saw like the one video of you on YouTube, and there's a bunch of other great videos, but I liked the one of you was awesome. I'm assuming that was you. Um, yeah, that was an epic like sequence of tricks you did. I don't know if that was one trick or a sequence of multiple tricks, but that was okay. Sorry, I gotta answer this kid's question before I get um so the main lube is Stardust after Martian. Okay, I'm not as familiar with the SCS lubes, but I did get to use Stardust at the comp with some of the kids, and that one's one of the that's the pink thinner one, correct? Uh, that one is actually pretty good, but like anything, start with just a few. You can always add more. I mean, I used to just be like, oh, well, let's just do like a big blob in this corner and feel around, and it depends on the loop. So with Stardust, you're probably safe going with a little bit more because it's such a quick and thin lube. I just can't speak to how it thickens up over time. A lot of thinner lubes, like say FC Calm, for example, it's FC Calm. Like you would think that FC Calm and FC Rush are almost the same because they're very thin. They have the very like low viscosity and whatnot. But it actually FC Calm over time it like starts to thicken and gum up where FC Rush does not. Um, so nice, thank you, man. So like you just it's very deceiving some of the lubes. So Stardust, like I said, I can only speak to what I've used. I put it in my Hong. They put it in my Hong the very first thing, and I can't. It's not over gummy. It's not over anything. It feels great. Um, so I can say like Stardust, I would. just put a couple drops, like open it up and like maybe put a couple drops in one corner, like drop or two in another corner, start cycling it through the cube. Um, and then if it's not where you want it, you can always add more. That's like the biggest tip I can say is because I've over lubed and I've um had to like take apart every single cube this last month because it just the faster I get, the more I don't want it to be gummy and slow. Because when I was first starting, you're trying to control maglev and all these really fast cubes and stuff, and so lube was the way to do it, lube intention. And now that I'm getting a little more, a little more not professional, we're a little better at what I'm doing. I don't need to be, things to be slowed down and gummed up as much anymore. And so I've noticed now I don't like the way all my old cubes feel. So I essentially took them apart, wiped them all clean, put them back together, and the residual lube was like perfect. Um, cool. Yeah, if you've already been subbed, like I said, I figured you had. Like I said, I'm not too worried. The people that I see all the time, I figured you guys have already subbed, and again, I see your comments all the time, so no worries. I definitely consider you entered into the comp. How do you clean your cube? Okay, so that part I just take the whole thing. So I'll show you on a 3x3, probably the best way. But like for example, for the giveaway cube, like I would take out a piece and then just take out all the pieces. So you start with an edge and then take out your corners and disassemble the entire cube. And then you're going to go through with a paper towel or a rag, something that you hopefully don't, you want something that doesn't leave a lot of like fibers behind. Like certain paper towels are worse than others. They'll leave like a bunch of paper behind and stuff. Certain terry cloths are like that. Like you just have to make sure it's something that's not going to leave a bunch of, you know, junk behind. Um, there's a hair in here, gross. But glad I took it apart. Uh, but yeah, you can essentially this thing is looped so perfect. I love the way this looks. But yeah, so you're gonna wipe down like all these surfaces, like where the like pattern is, because that's all lube distribution. That pattern is to like hold lube in those grooves, and as it goes around, it kind of keeps that lube distributing among pieces. So you want to wipe down all those surface areas and wipe down the tracks. And then again, when you're done, you just simply do that to each piece though. Like even the corner stalks, you want to take this out, take a rag, wipe it all around there, get in here, get the surface areas, and then again, put this all back together. And when you do, you're gonna feel some residual because it's almost impossible to get it all out, I swear. You can keep trying, but like it's almost impossible to get all the lube. But what's nice is then there'll be a little bit residual in there, and it should feel pretty nice. And that way, if you need to add like just like one or two drops to get it back to where you need to, that's fine. But it should feel a lot better. Um, so like I said, fabric just depends. Like if it's gonna leave fibers behind, that was the word I couldn't think of. Fibers. Like if it's gonna, like those blue garage shop towels. Like I use those in the lab, like 'cause I'm a chemist, and that's what we use because it doesn't leave any fibers behind. It's just like those are my favorite. Those blue, they come in a giant roll. It's like mass produced for like again big companies and stuff, but yeah, that's the best way is like again, but if you can just use a paper towel. A paper towel works fine. Um, again, just trying to like toilet paper probably wouldn't be good. 'Cause that stuff breaks apart and leaves fibers behind everywhere. If you ever wiped anything, it just falls apart on you. So or at least paper towels stay together. Dude, that's so awesome like that you said that because again, that's literally the point of this channel. I just want a place where people can go and ask questions and yeah, like again, anything that's not going to leave fibers. Like that's the kind of like you clean glasses with, and that's why you use that kind of cloth because it doesn't leave fibers behind. So I'm just saying it doesn't have to be anything specific. It's just you just don't want to leave a bunch of other now dust and other problems behind it. Then you have to clean that out. So yeah, yeah, yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like tissue, paper, toilet paper, those all like just disintegrate when they get wet or anything. You don't want to use that. Like that's why I said like certain paper towels will work. They're thick enough. But like yeah, one of those microfiber cloths would be good. Um, just make sure it's not something that you're That's what, yeah, exactly. Don't use toilet paper. Everyone knows toilet paper falls apart way too easily. Yeah, it would be. Yeah, it is. Everyone is in agreement. We're all saying the exact same thing. I think it's funny. We're like, don't use that. Use this. I'm like, we're all like over a towel. I love it. This is the kind of passion. See, like you don't get this passion from other people. Like, yeah, that Ruben, that's exactly my point. Is like there's lots of towels that will work. Don't be like let these people scare you. You just want one that's like again not gonna leave fibers behind. There's not run one right answer. Um, and when you're dude, when you're ready to take down Max Park, make sure that I'm either there or you send me the video. Hello. I'm not frozen or anything, am I? So how's everyone's Sunday? Yeah, that's fair. Again, as long as it doesn't leave fibers, I mean, like most towels won't. I mean, I did mine with like just a nice, like a brand new paper towel, like, because even paper towels start to break apart over time, but like a good, nice new paper towel. I mean, again, it all depends. Like, if you're really rough with it and stuff, like you're gonna start to break apart the towel and stuff, like, and um, but like, oh, absolutely. So I used to live in Pismo Beach, and there was a whole ranks. Well, and also this is to clean the lube off the inside, not so much the outside. This is talking about cleaning dust and lube out of the inside of your cube. Yeah, this is not cleaning the outside surface of your cube. This is just removing lube and dust. This is do a solve on this. This is the giveaway cube I got right here. It's I just love it. I've loved all our giveaway cubes though. I'm so happy that like my level of quality got to where it is when you guys are getting your giveaway cubes because I feel terrible sending out someone a cube that I wouldn't personally be stoked to get myself. Um, I try to have high standards with that stuff. Turns like a dream. Um, that's that alg I was just saying too. I don't like the last finger tricks. I'm trying to figure out a better way. How thick is the coating grid? So it's I literally brought the cube in to show you. So here it is. Where is it? So here's I can wipe it off. So my fingerprints all over it. But so this cube, the one with the logo, the JR logo on it right here. This is the All-Core UV. So you can see My favorite GaN cube? I like the 12 and 13 both. I haven't, so I only have the mini 11. I've never actually got to try the 11M Pro. So I can't say that I don't like that one. I just don't have it. Um, but I do really like the 12 and the 13. I think those were they're very similar. The 12 is a little lighter and a little faster, so I think I would say the 12 probably, but also sometimes when I'm turning on the 12, I feel like I'm almost gonna break it, but in a good way. Like it's so flexible and light, and I just feel like, oh my God, is this plastic just gonna snap on me? So like, so you can see like here's and then here's the thickness. Like it's not too like bubbly. So I was actually very proud of that. Like it's not, you can see it's pretty like the only place where you can see like there's a difference is like on the corner here. It's not quite as square. So you can see it added a little bit of a layer. But this is I'm trying to pretty much the whole point was to get as small of a layer as possible. Let me try and get it view on these. So you can see like this one, or sorry, this one is just ever so slightly more. You can see like the shine on the edge of that piece right there. Like, so it's got a little bit of a rounded nature to it, but again, it's because the two sides, sorry, it's not sorry, the two sides, like this has a coat and this has a coat. So when they join, like if you did it right, it should be a nice smooth round corner. Um, Welcome, Legendary Speedcuber. I saw you getting sponsored by Speedcube Shop. Was that you? So I also like the GAN. So I can't lie. Like one of my favorite GAN cubes is the two by twos. They're just so nice. Um, so did that help you see? Like it's not too thick of a coating. It's obviously going to be thicker because again you can even see it on this cube. Watch when I hit the light. Like you can see. Hold on. These pieces are not flat. Like there's weird ridges. Like you can see where the corner there's always like an X, and that's like the shape of like the plastic or the crossbars underneath. Like God, it's really hard to get the light on it right. But see how like the edges are higher, and then there's imperfections. This is from the factory. There are no real like perfect because even this has a bunch of imperfections I could point out. But again, that's only when you have to look with a glare on it to really see them. Because if you see any variance um, um, but yeah, it's gonna be a tiny like it's nothing near a millimeter, but it's gonna be the most like a hair thicker than whatever coating they're doing. Um, Copy and paste from my one and save me time, man. One time I took apart my man, a center came up, and I thought I hooked it on. Copy and paste which one? I don't. Oh, there we go. Okay. The center came out, and I thought I broke. Oh. So dreams. It just depends if the internal pieces are the same. Like, because like out on the outside, I realize cubes look the same and whatnot, but on the inside, the internal pieces are very different. So like, if I have a feeling if you took the pieces of a Rubik's brand cube and put it on your mate, I don't know if it's even gonna really function. Because like the tracks could be in slightly different places and they might not line up and it really might not even function. You could try it, absolutely. I mean, there's no harm in trying it, but I just you might end up you might have to end up putting all of the Rubik's pieces onto your MoU core or something like that because I don't know that the pieces are going to blend together. Oh, sorry. All right, Ruben. No, it's okay, dude. There's no dumb questions. That's the whole point of this place is there's no judgment. Like I'm sure I had a million dumb questions to ask, not dumb, but just silly questions when I started out, and I wish I had someone to answer them. So don't feel bad at all. That's what I'm here for. Okay, so I don't know if you noticed, but someone came in and dropped me a note that said dinner is ready if I want it. So I think I'm gonna go eat. Uh, and I think what I'll do is I'll after dinner I'm gonna go through my comments and I'm gonna pick out our giveaway winner. And then why don't I come on live um, and announce the winner live? And then I'll also do a post obviously, but maybe like 8 o'clock or so I'll come back on and at least announce the winner and maybe do a little just a little more Cuban with you guys. Somehow I always end up doing this longer than I mean to, and that just means that I have a good time doing it. So yeah, thank you guys for your time and thank you for everything. So Ruben's taking off. Um, let's see. But yeah, always again, it can't hurt to ask. I would ask Speed Cube Shop, I would ask the Cubicle, I'd ask anyone that works with cubes. Um, the you talking about the next live stream thing with announcing the winner? So like I said, 8 o'clock or so tonight. So that's Mountain Time, 7 p.m. And I'll see if I can even make it by then. It might even be pushing it. Uh, because yeah, it's already 7, so I probably won't make it back by 8. Hey, Joseph, I'm so sorry. We're literally just about to end. I gotta go catch dinner. But when I'm at dinner, I'm gonna look, like I said, look at my comments. I'm gonna pick out a winner and come back on. It might be more like 9 o'clock p.m., 8 West Coast, and 11, I guess that'd be East Coast. But I'll come back on and I'll announce the winner on live stream, and then I'll also make a post so everyone knows. But so if you do want to come back in a couple hours and rejoin, we would love to have you. I think that's what we're gonna do, and hopefully everyone else, if it's dinner or mealtime in any way or fashion or form for you guys, hopefully you enjoy. And if not, hopefully you're having a beautiful day regardless. Uh, and hopefully everyone had a good time. Right? So self-care is important. As much fun as everything is, you got to take care of yourself. You're no good to anyone if you're a walking zombie. So you guys are the best, seriously. I really appreciate you guys. What nice people. God, this is uh, I know I say this and I know I have like a very subjective opinion because I'm the one that made it, but again, personal um because this came from my personal RS3 MV5, this has been not only set up with like the lube I like, but I've kept it exactly the way I like. Like I said, the actual giveaway cube is still in the mail. I'm giving away my cube because I didn't want to make you guys wait, so I actually magleved and UV coated my RS3 MV5 standard, and I'm giving that away to someone, and then I'll just keep the one that comes, even though I actually like them to be worn in and all that, but I didn't want to make you guys wait. Um, Dude, I'm sure programming, I can guarantee you can get like so immersed in what you're doing and time just slips away. And oh my gosh, I could totally see that. Right? Everything is to beat Max Park. Yes, that'll be our goal. Yeah, I believe it. I started school for computer programming. I got into XHTML back when that stuff shows you how old I am. XHTML was like the coding standard at that point. When I got into it, and it didn't stick at the time. Senor programmer, nice. Um, But yeah, programming is just it's an epic. As anyone that can do it is just so impressive to me because it's not an easy feat. I mean, like literally one character wrong in your code and it's not happening. Like that's so frustrating. I remember in college they'd be like, "All right, type out this code and let's see your page," and your page wouldn't pop up, and you're like, "What?" Like, man, I swear it was there in that space. But anyways, that's my frustrations with programming. I have a feeling too that there's probably much more advances in the 20 years since I was in college. Probably was already, but I know I'm a talker, so it's all right. But thank you guys. I'll let you guys go. You're like get off the stream already. Jeez. But again, I'll find the winner and I will make a post giving an exact time so it's not such a up in the air. Exactly, exactly. Uh, shows do crack me up, man. There's some people I swear that just kill me. Um, so McKenna, hopefully we'll see you later also. Joseph, Dreams, everyone that's left. Ah! Supposedly there's like a few people in here still, but like I said, I will be back. I'll post it and I'll let you guys know. So see you soon. You guys have a good dinner or meal, like I said, if you are. Oh, oh, what is that supposed to be? I don't know that. I love the old school, like, what are they? That bit emojis, is that what they're called when you use your actual, like like letters and like all that to make an emoji? I miss that. That's like an old school thing that like people just don't do anymore because they just use regular emojis. I know, man. I appreciate you. Absolutely. You're awesome. Thank you so much. You're usually always here. That's why I notice that kind of stuff. I really do. I don't have like a photographic memory, but I always used to tell myself I have a phonographic memory. Like I always remember the things I hear, but even emoticons, that's what it was. There you go. But even more than that, I feel like I just always remember people that just stick out to me. I don't know, and the people that stick out are the people that are just constantly there and again in a good way. It's like you're awesome. You guys are all awesome. I really appreciate it. And so for Outer Space VR, I'm just letting you know I'm gonna cut the stream right now. I'm gonna go to dinner. I'm gonna figure out the winner. Um, and oh, me, dude. I mean, I feel I've only been doing my channel for like 4 or 5 months. I consider myself new here. I mean, don't ever worry about that. You're in the right place. This is a place where we welcome everyone and we're happy to share our right. Even in I know you're talking to Outer Space VR, but I was like, even people from outer space, they're welcome to. We'll welcome all the space people. Maybe they'll have some secret algs or some secret tips that we don't know about. I honestly don't know. I got this. This was the note I got. So it's up in the air. I'll have updates for you on that in just a that just shows how much I get talking and stuff that everyone knows. Like if I don't give him a note, he'll never get done. Oh man, well you're definitely in the right place then, seriously, because that was me not like, a year ago or whatever, a year and a half ago. I was just, getting going and I really wish that I had more people to reach out to and whatnot. So I love just know that you always can come here, ask any questions you have, if there's anything that you see, and I want them to like just implant that into my brain. I'm sure if they just come down here and touch my forehead, then I would beat Max Park in a heartbeat. But yeah, seriously, Joseph, you are in the right place. We love having you here, and there's no like I said, there's no dumb questions, there's no bad questions. As long as you learn from it, every question is important. So, um, yeah, you guys have a great evening because it's evening right now, and hopefully I'll see you in just a little bit. All right, I'm officially hitting the button, I swear.